Okay. Hey guys. Good evening, and welcome to today's live conversation. Oh my goodness, I am out of breath. It's been a chaotic evening over here, and look at the way I was running. I was literally running with my slippers in my hands. Okay, but we're here now, and that is what is more important. So, hi everyone. You're especially welcome to today's live conversation. My name is Gloria Elijah. This is frankly speaking with Gloria Elijah, and I call myself the girl with the tea because, of course, wherever I am, there's always some tea to be spilled. Yes, and today there's actually a lot of tea to be served. And I'm super excited that we're gathering here, today for this conversation. We're still basking in the euphoria of Kellyrae's win from yesterday. So once again, we're saying massive congratulations to the double K pair, not just Kellyrae, because this is a huge win for the couple, Kellyrae and Cassia. So it's a massive, massive congratulations from over here to them. I'm super excited for those two people. It's not easy. I mean, this is a first. This is a first. First time a married man is winning such a show. It's a big deal. A lot of people probably don't understand how much of a big deal this is. It's a big deal. And there's also the part where, come on, it's more like a wedding gift to the couple. Remember, they're still freshly married and they've been planning on going for their honeymoon to Brazil. So this is huge, this is huge. Money to spend, money to start their new life with. Yes, it's a new life because even though they've dated for over 10 years, yes, this is now a forever type of life. So they need money, they need resources, and look at where they are now. So it's big, it's huge, and I'm super excited for them. So once again, massive congratulations to them. Now, before we get into the topic of today, I know you all can see the title of today's conversation already. I want to specially thank those of you that were literally waiting at the door of this conversation. I mean, we're supposed to start at about 10 minutes past 6, but you guys have literally been here before 6 o'clock. I'm amazed. And every time you guys do that, I don't even know what to say other than thank you so much. Thank you all so much. I am grateful. I am really grateful. Thank you all so much. I know I'm 5 minutes late, but thank you all so much for waiting for me. All right. Yes. So today's conversation, I don't want to talk too much. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much because it's all about your excitement. I want to hear from all of you, what your thoughts are about the outcome of the season. Are you excited about Kellyrae emerging the winner? Are you happy? Do you feel like your vote counted? Are you happy? Are you happy? Are you happy for Kellyrae? Did you have somebody else in mind to win? What are your sentiments exactly? I would love to know where your head is at. For me, I'm actually quite excited. I'm excited, and I'll tell you why, all right? So, once I begin to share the link to today's conversation, you know how we do it on here. All you have to do is just come on. If you're on YouTube, click on the link to join to speak. If you're on Twitter, you send in a request and I'll bring you on to speak. But before we begin to share the links, I would love to tell you all about my favorite housemate. Yeah. Now, it is no news that every season Gloria Elijah reveals her fave after the show ends. It's also no news that Gloria Elijah gets accused a lot about having a fave and supporting and defending her fave, whilst bashing other housemates. I have done a lot of explanation all through the course of the season. I don't think there's any need to do any further explanations about that. Those who get it will get it. Those who do not get it, well, I cannot really help. Yes. But it is true. It is true that I do have a fave every season. And yes, I am entitled to having a fave every season because, of course, I am human. I'm just as much as a viewer as anybody else that watches the show, aside the fact that I am also an analyst of the show. Yes. So I am human. I am allowed to connect or relate with any of the housemates that I deem fit, that I see on the show. Because, of course, I'm not just watching the show to analyze it. I'm also watching the show for my own personal entertainment, and that is where having a fave comes in. There are certain housemates that I would definitely look forward to watching how they play the game in the house, how they conduct themselves, and see how relatable they are, you know. And this happens every season. Yeah. So a lot of people have claimed that um what's her name now? That Victoria is my fave. And I found that quite hilarious because those of you who follow my content on any social media platform, you know how much I really wanted Victoria out of the show in the first 2 weeks. And it wasn't personal. For me, it was simply because she wasn't really adding value to the show at the time. She wasn't really doing anything. She was just in a shell up until she started coming out of her shell, started performing, started giving more of herself to the house. Maybe not in the most chaotic manner, because, it's quite interesting to see how a lot of people interprets entertainment to people that are very loud and chaotic, right? But then they also forget that entertainment comes in different forms, in different fashions. And Victoria had her own way, her own quiet way, of giving entertainment. It's just like the conversation of quiet luxury and loud luxury. Victoria, for me, falls in the category of quiet luxury. She's quality content, but not in the loudest or noisiest way. Yeah, not in the Hani and Wandy type of way, not in the Chinwe type of way, but in her own different way. And I really appreciated the way she started coming out of her shell. Yes. Now, I was also accused of having, what did they even say was my, at some point, they accused Wani and Handy of being my fave. Yes. Why? Because every time the twin sisters had their diary session, I always find it very entertaining. I'm always laughing. When I put out a tweet on the X app, I am expressing how delightful they are to watch, especially during their diary sessions. And that got on a lot of nerves. A lot of people felt like I was being biased for praising them for being very entertaining during their diary sessions. And I found it quite weird. And it made me wonder who hurt all these people. Like, is it that why do people get really mad when people are very happy? Why? It doesn't really make sense, Then after being accused, and I call it an accusation because most of these accusations came in the most vile manners, right? So after being accused, later on, Wani and Handy's fans, they decided to gang up. They tried to crucify me multiple number of times because they felt I was bashing Wani. And so it went on and on and on and on. Today, it's Glory, this is your fave. That's why. Glory, this is your fave. That is your fave. Well, let me put everybody's mind to rest. Now, I know it's going to shock a lot of people, but at the same time, it's not going to shock a lot of people. But I had two faves this season. Two faves. Now, first of all, remember, it's a duo season, right? The housemates came in as a pair, and then they left as, solo players, right? So from the very get-go, I had two faves. Now, this one might be shocking to everybody, but drum rolls. Drum rolls. Are you ready for this one? Are you ready to hear this one? Drum rolls. Oh my God. I guess it's somebody saying Chinwe and Suj. Well, Suj was actually my eye candy of the season. Yeah. I mean, Suj's aura, the way he carried himself, the way he walked, the way he talked, the way he was very, very calm. I like guys that are very, very calm. And Suj exuded all of that for me. So when you talk about having an eye candy, somebody that you just like seeing on TV, for me, it was Suj. But that did not make Suj my fave. Game-wise, Suj was not my fave. I just admired what I saw. For me, it was all about the physique. It was all about the aura for me. And I just liked what I saw. Yes. So Suj was not my fave. But anyways, let me stop teasing you all. My first fave of the season, this No Lose Guard season, this Big Brother Naija season 9 No Lose Guard season, was none other than the one whose fan base cursed me the most this season. And that is none other than Onyeka. Woo! Yes, there you have it. Yes. And I'm going to tell you for free. I wish my partner is actually watching this live conversation right now, because my partner knows me very well. He knows me very well. So he looked at me like he had told me countless number of times that you, this woman, your faith is Onyeka. And I will argue and argue. You know the way the housemates used to harass Kellyrae and Cassia about their relationship in the house. That was how my partner would harass me over Onyeka being my faith. And it was correct. But I was able to wriggle my way out of it. I was able to convince him that no, Onyeka was not my faith. But in the actual sense, and this is the fact, this is the truth. God sees my heart. Onyeka was my faith. And I'll tell you why. Now, it was very obvious from the very get-go. If you have been a part of this community for the longest time, if you understand how Glory Elijah does her analysis, if you understand how Glory Elijah talks about the show, you would have clocked it from the very get-go. It was very easy. It was a no-brainer. I gave it away from the very first day of the launch show. And in the very first 2 weeks of the season, I gave it away consistently. Onyeka was my fave. And mark the words I used, was, because things turned around at some point. Onyeka was my fave. Why was she my fave? It all started from the stage on the day of the launch show. Anybody that watched the launch show would understand what I mean. On the day of the launch show, Ebuka had Onyeka and her sister Chizoba on the stage. And he asked them, this is a dual season. How do you guys intend to play your game? What did Onyeka say? Oh, we intend to be like water. We flow from here to there. We flow from here to there. And when I see anybody crying, I will cry 10 times harder. If I see somebody doing something, I will do 10 times harder of that thing. And from the very first go, like from the word go, that was what Onyeka started doing. That caught my attention instantly from that stage. For me, that was a different type of strategy. You know, I mean, we are used to seeing the typical shipping type of strategy during any season of Big Brother Naija. We're used to seeing the story of the underdog, the one that is always complaining about how poor and wretched their life is. We're used to seeing the fighter, you know, the one that's the loudest, the one that's always making noise, the one that wants to fight everybody to prove a point. We've seen that one. We've seen the eye candy of the season, you know, the one that has a banging body, and all they want to do is just wake up, dress up, look pretty, and just showcase their body. And they thrive on pretty privilege through to the finals. We saw that happen this season. I'm not going to name names, yeah? But the moment Onyeka and her sister came on that stage, and Onyeka, and mind you, I'm not saying Checker Pair were my fave. No, Chizoba was not my fave. The both of them, it wasn't about both of them. It was about Onyeka. Onyeka was the first no loose guard housemate that caught my attention. And for me, I told myself, I am going all out for this girl this season. I want to see how she's going to play her game to the end. So when she put it that way, that was going to be a strategy for me, right from that moment, I wanted to see how she was going to play her game to the end. And frankly speaking, when Onyeka made it to the finals, I was the happiest. But of course, I cannot come and tell you people here now that, oh my God, I'm so excited Onyeka made it to the finals. No, of course, I still have to be on my guard. Yeah, I was quite excited because the one thing I told myself from the day of the launch show was, if this girl can play this strategy to the end, I want to see how she can hold her ground, how she can play. Like for me, it was the audacity. Is she going to have the audacity to play this game to the end? That was it for me. And I kept my eyes on her. I kept on watching. I kept on checking. And she started off great. If you all notice how Onyeka penetrated all the different circles in the house, for me, that is someone that knows how to navigate our way around even the toughest situations. It takes a skill to be able to do that. There are a lot of people that don't know how to do that. It's a skill for you to be able to navigate your way around such a confined space with people from different walks of life, people you don't know from Adam, and you are able to just have access to them. You're able to break through their defenses, become their friend, male, female, and you make them like you. For me, Onyeka was able to do that. If you notice, right from the day of the launch show, after the housemates had settled, Onyeka instantly started operating. She started having conversations, she started with Tofa. From Tofa, she went to this one, that one. She was having conversations. She was going around and around, just started up this whole snail conversation. Started this whole shipping thing. She started trying to play Cupid, started trying to matchmake people in the house. And these housemates, see, I will tell you for free that from the very first night that these housemates got into the house, all of them, with the exception of Kellyrae, Cassia, and Victoria. I'm trying to remember which other person, but you see all those people that fell into Onyeka's tactics, they lost their guard right from that very first night. They lost their guard. They did not know. They thought they still had their grounds in the house. No, they lost their guard because they made it easy for Onyeka. They made it easy for her. They did not, because she did it so effortlessly. She was effortlessly funny to these people. So they saw her as a joker, this chubby girl that is probably insecure, she's probably trying to be the loudest in the room. And they liked her that way, and it worked for her. Now, when she fell into bottom four, what Onyeka was doing was irritating to a lot of the viewing public, right? Because for a lot of people, she did not understand boundaries. She did not know how to read the room, but that girl knew what she was doing. She was investing in the emotional bank of all of those housemates. And that was what saved her from getting evicted in the first week when she was in bottom four. And there was the option for the housemates to vote either the checkers pair out of the house or the Tammy pair, because she started crying, which of course was emotional blackmail. And that's one thing I also admired about Onyeka. She's very quick to thinking on her feet, even though she lies a lot. She's very quick to thinking on her feet. So she instantly realized that, oh my God, I actually have an advantage here. Dami has stepped on toes. I have not stepped on toes. So maybe if I cry, people are going to like me. And that was what worked in her favor. She started crying, and instantly the housemates realized that, oh, this girl, she's actually harmless. We like her. Unlike the other one that is trying to trigger us into catching a strike or getting disqualified, let us remove the one that is the trigger and keep the one that is the clown of the house. And that was how Onyeka and her sister were safe in that very, very first week. And she said it. Even though a lot of people were like, oh, she used the emotional blackmail, blah, 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 blah. My sisters and my brothers, it is the game. What would you have done if you were in her shoes? She said it. If I see somebody crying, I will cry 10 times harder. Use everything in her arsenal to bank on the emotions of her fellow housemates. Because at that point in time, she realized that as much as the viewers have the power to vote, there was also the power of her fellow housemates to either save or kick her out of the house. And that was exactly what she did. And I loved it for her. But where I started to fall out of love for Onyeka's game was when she lost the audacity to own up to her bullshit. A lot of you that watch me on this channel, you know that I am a lover of audacity. You play your game and you own up to it because, yes, it is your game. And you are also able to carry the viewers along with your game. For me, I find it quite offensive when a housemate is playing a game and you know that the viewers are watching you and you know that the viewers know what you're doing, and then you try to gaslight the viewers. You try to manipulate the viewers into thinking they are blind or they are dumb or they are not seeing rightly. That was where I started falling out of love for Onyeka's game. Because for me, at that point in time, I felt like she completely shifted from that carefree person that knew why she came into the house to someone that started using lies, and trying to gaslight viewers, to navigate our way around the game. And it became quite irritating. Yeah, it became quite irritating, you know. And I'm glad I wasn't the only person that saw it. A lot of people saw it. A lot of people became very upset. A lot of people did not like it, you know. And then her game became quite vindictive as well, you know. The moment she targets a particular housemate, the moment she does not like a particular housemate, and she has people that are cool with that housemate, automatically she wants other people to be at loggerheads with that person, you know. So for me, well, it no longer became a game. It became more personal. It became personal. You know, she was taking it too personal in the sense of really going all vile and vicious about it. But then at the end of the day, you know, it's got her to where she was last night, you know, top three, from bottom four to top three. And for me, I was quite excited for her. I was happy for her. I knew she was not going to win because the viewing public in this part of the world are not yet used to villains winning the show. The viewing public would always choose the good guy over the bad guy. We've seen this happen time and time again. Perry would have won Big Brother Naija Shine Your Eye season, but white money was the symbol of everything good, patient, kind, you know, accommodating. And so people chose white money over Perry. I'll use Big Brother and Zamzi as an example. The one that ended earlier this season, that was Big Brother and Zamzi season 4. It happened in January this year. There were two major characters in the show. There was Papa Ghost and there was Mark Jr. Mark Jr. was an introvert to the core. Papa Ghost was an extrovert slash an introvert. A very intelligent man, very audacious, very unapologetic, but also a gentleman to the core. Very excellent human being, very indispensable in the house. When it came to task, when it came to brain work, Papa Ghost was the go-to person. He had the exposure, he had the experience, he had the wealth of knowledge. The guy was everything you would need in a big brother house when it comes to task. And he was very unapologetic. Him and his girlfriend, Lerato, they knew how to play their game and they were very audacious about it. They were the self-proclaimed villains of the season. Why? Because the theme of the season says Siamosha, which meant disruption. So the theme of the season says cause chaos, disrupt everywhere, scatter the piece of the house. And the way they were doing it, they were not doing it in the noisiest way. They were not doing it in the loudest way. They were doing it in the most tactical way. They were disrupting the house. There was also another very interesting and exciting housemate, what's her name now? Is it Victoria? No, not Victoria. I can't remember her name right now, but she was really good. She was very loud. She was very disruptive. She was very chaotic. She was hectic. Like her energy was wild. But then you see this guy, Mark Jr., it took just one confrontation between him and those guys, especially the Papa Ghost, to make the viewers, oh, Yolanda, thank you very much. Yolanda, that's the other disruptor. It took just one major confrontation between the guy that people decided was the good guy of the season, who finally won, Mark Jr. and Papa Ghost. Mark Jr. decided that, oh, Papa Ghost is too proud. And it wasn't like Papa Ghost was too proud. You know, when somebody is self-aware, you're confident, you're self-aware, you know yourself, nobody can intimidate you. And so when you walk around with your head up high. Nobody can make you shrink for them to shine. That was how Papa Ghost and Lerato were. And Mark Jr. was a very insecure introvert, very insecure guy that did not have that privilege to experience what Papa Ghost has experienced in life. And so there was this natural dislike, natural hatred that he had for Papa Ghost. And he said it quite a number of times that he doesn't like the guy, that the guy irritates him, he can never be friends with the guy. And so one of those days, on an issue that did not concern him, he decided to rise up to the occasion to challenge Papa Ghost face to face. And a lot of viewers liked it. Why? Because for them, it became a fight of good against evil. So even though Mark Jr. was a silent villain, a very vindictive and hateful villain, just because he challenged Papa Ghost, people saw him as the hero of the season. Why? Because a lot of people too did not like the fact that Papa Ghost came from, a popular family. His older brother is a popular and well-renowned. Okay, let me just put it this way. His older brother is on the Netflix TV series, Young, Famous, and African, Ndi Nne. His sister is into modeling. So his family, they've got a bit of fame on their side, and they are okay. They are well-to-do. They are comfortable. So a lot of people watching the show at that time, they felt like the guy was too privileged to win the money. So it became a thing of class. People just disliked the guy for his confidence, for his class. Like they just saw him. The people just did not like him. So the moment the silent, vindictive, hateful villain, who also stands as an introvert, confronted and antagonized the Papa Ghost, people were excited for them. Oh, they are finally taking down the bad guy. And that was why Mark Jr. won, not because of anything else. So why am I explaining all of these things? When I saw Onyeka on the stage, I knew she wasn't going to win because of the kind of strategy that she was going to, employ this season. But for me, I just needed somebody to play a different script, play a different strategy, give us something different, give us something refreshing. And that was what she did up until it became very toxic. It became very vile. It became too hateful and vindictive. And so I kind of lost interest, because for me, if you're going to be all of that, then you need to have the audacity, you need to have the backbone to back it up. So Onyeka did not have the backbone. So she resorted to lying and lying and lying. And the thing they say about lies, when you lie one, you need another lie to validate the first lie that you told. Onyeka did not have multiple lies to validate all the lies that she told. So for me, her strategy became kind of boring. But I must give it to her though. She is my queen of highlights for the season. Why do I say that? For every time there was nothing happening in the house, Onyeka always had a way of looking for how to start up a conversation. She always knew how to stir shit up. She was the pot stirrer. She always knew how to get under people's skin. She just, and there's this thing she used to do, this naivety she used to display. She would do something and then she would make it look like she did not do anything, So for me, she's my queen of highlights. I give that to her. She's my queen of highlight. But is she the best gamer of the season? Absolutely not. For me, the best gamer of the season needs to come with a truckload of audacity to stand by their game. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. My first favorite housemate of the No Lose Guard season was officially Onyeka. And she played the game. I give it to her. She played the game. She played it according to her capabilities, and it took her to the top 3. And I am really happy for her. I'm really proud of her. Now, moving on, the second favorite of mine this No Lose Guard season. Well, that one was a bit kind of obvious, but I wasn't really passionate about them from the very get-go. Yeah, and yes, it's a duo. Unlike Onyeka, that's a solo player, this one, it's a duo. And yes, for those of you that imagined Kellyrae and Cassia, you are absolutely correct. The Double K pair were my second favorite duo of the season. Now, why were they my fave of the season? It was very simple. The same way Onyeka came with a refreshing strategy, that was the same way the Double K pair came with a refreshing strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me, in the history of Big Brother Naija or Big Brother and Zamzi, have you ever seen such a strategy before? Have you ever? And you see, when a lot of people say that, oh, what did Double K do? What did they do? They are boring. They are boring. They did not do anything. They are just in the house. They are boring. I laugh because these people don't understand that aside a shipping type of strategy, aside a shouting and fighting type of strategy, aside the strategy of playing the underdog, aside all these regular mediocre strategies that we have in Big Brother Naija, people don't understand that there are a truckload of many other types of strategies that one can actually play on a reality TV show. So viewers are so used to seeing people using shipping as a strategy and fighting and being all dramatic and being all chaotic, that when they see something new, when they see something different, they resist it. Viewers of reality TV shows like Big Brother Naija, they resist change. They don't know how to embrace newness. They don't know how to embrace freshness. And that was exactly what Double K Pair brought to the table. They came to the stage. During their intro video, they said it, that the viewers will know that they are married, but the housemates will not know. In the history of Big Brother Naija, have you ever heard of such a strategy before? We've had married people come to the show. We had Mike Edwards. He came to the show. And everybody knew he was married, so it was no news. The housemates knew he was married. And because they knew he was married, there was this level of respect that they gave to him. And so they refused to nominate him a lot of times. The guy had an easy sail to the finals. If you ask me, well, yes, he played the game. He was quite strategic about it, but he had an easy sail. Look at, what's this guy's name now? TJ. TJ had this respect. People respected this guy so much. They even made him the in-house therapist. It was boring, to be honest. It was boring for me because I expected TJ to leverage on the information that the housemates were sharing with him as their in-house therapist, to use it to his advantage to play the game. But the guy was living his life in the house as if he was living the life of a medical doctor in the UK in reality. And for me, it did not make sense because I'm like, dude, this is a fantasy world. This is not the real world. You are in a simulation. You are there to play a game. So you have all these housemates coming to come and complain about things to you, telling you things about what's even happening in the house, and you never used it to your advantage. And you are forming, oh, you are adhering to the code of ethics as a medical doctor. I'm like, bro, you're not ready for that money. And the way they were respecting him, you know, it was boring, really boring. And it was quite sad that he did not know how to harness the power he had in that house. That guy was one of the most powerful housemates. And then, by the way, twins, they realized that he was the most powerful housemate by virtue of his title as a in-house therapist. And so they overtook him in that regard. Don't worry, when we have more of our post-analysis, post-show analysis, I will explain more what I mean. But the double K pair, just like Onyeka, they came with a refreshing strategy. Their strategy was refreshing. And there was something unique about their strategy. That suspense. That suspense. They created this level of anxiety in the minds of us, the viewers. Why? We became their watchdog. Us, the viewers, we became their watchdog. We became their security agents. Every time they play around in the house as a couple, you'll find out that a lot of viewers are panicking. A lot of viewers are on their seats. They are at the edge of their seat and they are wondering, oh my God, are they going to catch them? Oh my God, are they going to catch them? You see that panic, that anxiety, that curiosity. Every time I see the double K pair in the kitchen together, or maybe in one corner of the house together, I hold my breath. I panic. I'm scared. I'm worried. I'm wondering, oh my God, these two people, they should not touch each other. Oh my God, if they catch them. Oh my God, if they catch them. To the point that I even did a video. I did a video because I was panicking so much. I was panicking so much. I did a video and I was asking you all that if the double K pair today reveal the true status of their relationship, are you guys going to support them? Do you think their strategy or their stay in the house would be beautiful anymore? And a lot of you gave your opinions to that. So for me, that was refreshing. I have seen shipping strategy on ending. It has become very mediocre. It has become very boring. It has become unexciting. When I see a couple talking to each other, the moment they kiss, that is the end. There's nothing to be seen anymore. There's nothing to expect anymore. And that was the reason why Sean and Wani's kissing scenes became very disgusting to me. Every time they kissed, it became disgusting. But with the double K pair, every time they kissed, you will see how the internet will go on fire. You will see how people will be rejoicing. Why? It was different. And the beauty about their relationship, again, the way they portrayed their relationship in the house was that they were not kissing all the time. They knew how to make us, the viewers, yearn for their romance. They had us on a chokehold. They knew how to make us wait. It was like we were in a relationship with them. It was like they were the husband and we were the wives, or vice versa. They made us yearn for their highlights. They made us hunger and thirst for their romantic scenes. And that was why the few times it happened, you see how people are rejoicing, people are going crazy about it. But look at the other ships in the house. Every time they kissed, it became disgusting. It became irritating. It became boring because people got tired, like, come, okay, can you guys do something different? And then every time they quarreled, it became boring as well because they were literally quarreling over the same thing over and over and over and over again. So what am I saying? Just like Onyeka announced a strategy on the stage, Ebuka, if you go and watch that launch day video of the double K pair, you would see that even Ebuka doubted that their strategy would work. Ebuka doubted their strategy. The way he said, okay, let me paraphrase. Now, it was like he was saying, God be with you. I put your relationship in God's hands. Because Ebuka did not think it was going to work. Why? Because we've had the story of the likes of Think Tall Tony from season 2 of Big Brother Naija. The one that came into the house, he was married and he came and he was fooling around with Bisola, you know, and a lot of people hated him for what he did. So a lot of people did not think it was going to work. Me personally, I wanted to see how it was going to work out. Why? Because they are young. Those two, they are young people. Their relationship, in fact, their marriage is still very fresh, still very young. And there's a likelihood of Kellyrae falling into temptation or Cassia falling into temptation. I mean, look at the way Toby Forge. Is it Toby Forge? Toby what? I can't remember his surname. Toby. Look at the way Toby was wooing Cassia. But she stood her ground. What was she doing? She did not lose guard. All she was doing was laughing and laughing and laughing. Look at Kellyrae. This guy devised a method to not lose his guard. What did he do? He devised the method of taking on a bit of white money strategy by always staying in the kitchen. Every time they give him kitchen duties, he never complained. He enjoyed it. You see that kitchen? That kitchen was Kellyrae's safe haven. It's kept him from a lot of nonsense. Even though most of the time the housemates, they will come to the kitchen, they'll be harassing him and Cassia. Oh, people are dating, people are not best friends, people are more than best friends. The guy stood his ground. And that guy has a people, like he has an outgoing personality. People that have a people personality is, no matter who you are, whether you are the most liked person or you are the most hated person, they can have a conversation with you. And that was how Kellyrae was. It looked easy, but it was not easy. Look at your wife, banging body, beautiful, sexy, the power of restraint that you have to exercise to keep to your, people skill. Thank you very much, Olga. It's called a people skill. Kellyrae has a people skill. Onyeka as well has a people skill. But at some point, it did not work out well for her anymore because she became quite vindictive. But Kellyrae stood his ground. If there's one person that lived up to the theme of the season from start to finish, it was Kellyrae. Even Cassia, his wife, she lost her guard. I was telling my partner yesterday that if Cassia was the one that was in the finals, she probably would not have won. But a lot of people people did not want Kellyrae to win. People needed Kellyrae to win to prove a point that it is okay to come into Big Brother's house with a fresh and different strategy, that it is okay to come into Big Brother's house and not do all the usual things that people do to win. And what are those usual things people like to do? All those erotic things, all the fighting, all the unnecessary fighting, the drama, the vindictiveness, the toxicity, the vileness. People were trying to prove a point. I mean, I received emails from people that said, "Oh, please, Glory, link me up with Kellyrae's people." I said, "I don't know their people, Lo. Just go to their social media page. Their management is there. You can reach out directly to their management." Because for me, I did not want to involve myself in anything so that tomorrow people will not come and say that, "Hey, Glory, see the receipt here. They paid you to campaign." I don't want that bullshit. So people that were sending me emails, I was directing them to Kellyrae's page to go and talk to their management because I don't want to be involved. But what I'm trying to say is that there were a lot of people that were very intentional about ensuring that Kellyrae won. So, ladies and gentlemen, Kellyrae and Cassia, that duo, the double K pair, they were my second fave of the season. And I'm really happy that they won. I'm really happy because their strategy worked for them. Their strategy worked. They were able to uphold their strategy. They were able to stand on business from beginning to end. Let me emphasize again. They stood on the business of the theme of the season from the beginning to the end. It was not easy, ladies and gentlemen. It was not easy, but they did it. And I'm proud of them. I'm happy for them. I'm really happy for them. Their strategy was different, their strategy was refreshing, and that was what really attracted me to them. So I'm super excited for them. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. There you have it. I am done talking. I am done talking, yes. So I would love to hear your thoughts. All right. I would love to hear your thoughts. As I said, I would love to hear your sentiment about Kellyrae winning. Are you excited about him winning? Or did you have somebody else in mind to win? I would love to hear that. All right. And yeah, what do you also think about my faves? Do you think I also did not lose my guard? Because me too, I was also trying not to lose guard. I was also trying not to reveal or give away who my faves were. So do you think I also stood on business? Let me know your thoughts, all right? So I'm going to go ahead now and share the link in the comment section below for those of you on YouTube. Please go ahead and click the link. And then for those of you on Twitter, please send in your request and I'll bring you on here to speak. So we have a first speaker already, Jamal. Jamal, are you there?
Hello.
Hi, Jamal. Good evening. How are you?
Hello, this is Michky on the line. Good evening.
Okay, Mecca, good evening. How are you? How are you?
I'm okay. Like, I'm so happy. I'm so happy because to me, I'm so tired of these shifts of eating.
Yeah.
Every season, shift. I'm so tired. So I want something new, and Kellyrae brought something to the show.
Yeah.
And the theme of the season is no lose guard, and
Yes.
they never lose guard in any way.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy for them, because of them, sincerely speaking. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Thank you very much, Emeka. Thank you very much. All right, let's speak with Jamal. Jamal, are you ready to speak? Jamal? Okay, I don't think Jamal wants to speak. We're going to quickly move on to speak with Benis. I think this is Benis. Hi. Good evening, Benis.
Hi, good evening, Miss Glory.
How are you? You're welcome.
Thank you, I'm good. I was so
Nice.
happy when Kellyrae won yesterday. Of course, the one is married.
Okay.
He really did well because the theme of the season was no lose guard, and they did
Yes.
that. So
Yes.
they were the most strategic housemates this year. Even though many people are showing that Wani could win because they never bought anything to the show, they could vote for her if they wanted her to win. So I'm happy for Kellyrae. Yeah.
Nice.
So who are your faves? I want to know. I'm late. I just came.
Who are my what?
Your faves.
Okay, Onyeka and the double K pair.
Huh? Onyeka?
Yep. Onyeka, yes. The Onyeka.
Oh wow. Okay,
right.
thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, let's quickly speak with D. Hello, D. Good evening.
Hi, Glory. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you. Good evening. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, for me, I would say I'm happy that Kellyrae won because I'm one of those people that have never voted. I don't vote that much when I'm watching Big
Okay.
Brother. So I don't really get. I'm like not really into it like that in terms of voting, but I do watch it. But then this year was like, I'm going to vote for the double K because even though there's a lot of people talking on the internet, or he won because of he was married. I don't think he won because he was married. I believe he won because he came with his wife in the show where, first of all, there's a lot of controversy with married people coming on the show. We have seen it, how the people
Yeah.
behaving. And the game, the strategy, I love the fact that they went in with something refreshing, like you kept saying, it was refreshing
Yeah.
to watch. And then also how they behave themselves and how they carry themselves in the game. As married
Yeah.
people, they could have done a lot of things that people we see as entertainment, like for instance, kissing, doing other stuff under the sheet. They could have done that to get more attention, but then they didn't do
Yes.
that. I love the fact that they came there, even though they were married. We got to see different. We got to see Cassia be Cassia and Kellyrae be Kellyrae. And also, in terms of game, they came with the best strategy, best gameplay. They didn't lose God. Everybody else
Yes.
did lose God in that house. Let's not lie. The sheep, whatever, the friendship, because I feel like everyone in that house entered instead of it being a show. Yes, you must go in and get to know people, make friends, be like connected with people emotionally. But then I feel like they lost God in terms that when they focusing more on connection, making connection instead of like focusing on
Exactly.
their own game. So I will, for
Exactly.
example, use the twins, the twin bob, Ozzy and
Yeah.
OC, right? So
Yes.
Ozzy and OC, I feel like most people were like, we did not want to offend them, go be on the bad
Yes.
side or any. So it was always they play a safe game. They were like too safe. They played a safe game. Like for Onyeka, I
Mm-hmm.
love the fact that, like you said, her strategy also, yes, she was annoying to me sometimes, but then you cannot take away from the fact that she played a good game also. She played a really good game.
Yes.
Even though she was annoying,
Yes.
she knew how to make us talk on the internet. I mean, no, even bad PR is still good PR. She made
Of
us talk.
course.
Me going online on Twitter that Onyeka was annoying is her like giving me something to talk. So for the Double K winning, I'm really happy. They came with something really refreshing, and Kellyrae was the best choice for the team. I was like,
Yes.
for Double K, I love Cassia. Cassia was my fave, so I was a bit like, I was one of those who were like, no, I don't want to, like, I'll keep voting for Cassia even though they say let's vote for Kelly. But then I realized that Kelly was the best choice because I believe, like you mentioned also, if Cassia was to stay in that house instead of Kelly, I don't think Double K would have won the money because already
Yeah.
people have this thing. Cassie already has is a lot of controversy now, you know, post show, like
Mm.
a lot of people are like talking negatively about her. But then with
Yeah.
Kelly, even though there's a negative side there, but then it's not that much. So it's kind of like, you know. So
The
also like you
clean
said,
win. Yeah.
something, yeah. Also something that you said now was people did not want Kellyrae to win. They needed Kellyrae to win to prove a point, and which they
Yes.
did. So
Yes.
the win was really deserving. The show overall
Yes.
was boring, but then I enjoy watching housemate like Kellyrae, even Wani also. Like even the top two, I was
Yes.
not like top three, top two. I was not disappointed. I was like, whoever's gonna take this money really deserve it. Even Wani also. I think even if Wani won yesterday, I wouldn't have been like, oh no, settle, feel bad about it. Because in her own way,
Yeah.
Wani entertained us, For Wani, I would
Yeah.
say she entertained me when she was with her twin sister. That's when I loved the Wani more. I didn't really like Wani with Sean. That was not entertaining to me because
At
I was
all.
kind of done with the sheep. Yeah, the sheep. I'm not like really not a fan of it. So yeah, I'm happy Kellyrae won, and for me, like he played a really good game. So that's it for me. That's all I
Yeah.
have to say about it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dee. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to quickly speak with Laurie. Hello, Laurie.
Hi, hi.
Good
How are
evening.
you
How are you?
doing?
Good, good. You're
Um,
welcome.
Thank you. Yesterday, I think it was a very interesting day. I was quite happy for the first time. I believe the winner went with the theme, because we had double ahala, and then the person who brought the double ahala did not win the double ahala. We had shine your eye, the person who shone the eye the most times in a bit of
Yes,
strategies, influencing, seeing someone's game from afar and reading it.
yes,
Obviously, yeah, Perry did not win the game. So I think yesterday it
yes,
was it was it was in some way a fair win, according to me, because those are the people who really stood their ground and said, whatever you guys actually bringing into this show, I'm not going to be inside that mess. I'm going to
yes,
stand my ground and say, this is my principle, this is my way. So I believe
yeah,
he played a clean game, and I think that's the thing
yeah,
about it. He was not really my fav, because I obviously enjoy basketballs and someone who can make me
yes,
laugh once in a while. But based on the theme, he was the right winner to win. One winning
yes,
could have said that, okay, even though you lose guard at one point, then you come back, you still deserve to win. And,
yes,
and, and I don't think that is the right way for it, because one
exactly.
is at the very first few days, you could see her sister trying to tell her that maybe we should read people more, we should be friendly more, we should learn people's weaknesses and strengths.
Yes,
But she fell into the ship and then lost herself. Then came back when the ship was over. Then she read everyone quickly. So she already
mm-hmm,
lost that guard at some point.
true.
Onyeka, for me, I love her because Onyeka was really water and oil at the same time. And I think I love people like that. I love people who can manipulate a bit, mastermind a
Mm-hmm,
bit, and hide themselves back and look at what
mm-hmm,
they've actually messed up and laugh. I enjoy that
mm-hmm,
kind of game. I don't enjoy more of the Perez style of, yes, confrontation. I think for me Onyeka was really stilled military kind of way, but it was much more
mm-hmm,
stilled. So I obviously enjoyed all of the top three. I believe all of them
yeah,
have elements, but still the winner was the right winner. And
yeah,
for the show, Big Brother, I believe it has reached a point whereby everyone's strategy, you can know it from week one. And I think that is the most heartbreaking thing, because it's still it's
yes,
still it's still a reality show. Someone like, whenever we actually come here, whenever you speak about Nelly or anyone else, you lack things to speak about, because they already went in, I'll bring in fashion, I'll bring in my body. That's it.
hmm,
Yes, well, I,
yeah,
I am not trying to move you from your healing journey of, like, I don't want to fight anymore. But there's a way to actually speak the truth without even raising your voice or hands. Like,
mm-hmm,
confront someone when things is actually uncomfortable. Say something is wrong. So I think Nelly
mm-hmm,
really didn't bring anything, then end up being almost close to top five. And I'm just like, the people who really brought so much in, they were
hmm,
not meant to go far away from her. So there is
yeah,
that. And then there is the connection part of it. Yes, I trust that this was also a show that for this year, people served themselves to build connection. The band, the
hmm,
TJs. And it is not, you can't say that it's actually unfair for them. You've been looking at these Mbadiwe twins in the TV growing up, and then you're now in the same house with them. I'm sorry.
yeah,
You can't be in the same house with Aliko Dangote, and you're trying to actually
yeah,
oppose Aliko, trying to be the main man. It's absurd. So
crazy.
I actually understand them trying to build so much connection with them, but I think that's the thing about it. With this show, either they should just go all clean, people who are all clean, not known in the industry, people who are all new. Onyeka has never
Mm-hmm,
been to Lagos until this time. You can see her bringing the freshness, the fresh perspective. You can see
mm-hmm,
Wani and Handy bringing in much more of PR and
mm-hmm,
influence than actually freshness. So when
mm-hmm,
you bring fresh people, you bring in fresh ideas and fresh eyes, then you bring in fresh entertainment. Then you
exactly.
bring in the same Kidwaya style, and then Kidwaya is obviously replaced with Badiwe twins. Sheikh is obviously replaced with Sean. Like the same caliber, London,
Hmm.
Rich. Like you're bringing the same people, you don't know, you can expect different results. So I think for me it was a bit of a fail, and them not doing presentation prize. I believe it's
Yeah.
because of my darling other winner who came out and blasted them without giving all of the Pepsi and Coca-Cola. So right now, multi-choice is worried. So they will never do it again anymore. I don't think they'll ever share how much anyone wins, whether it's task or anything. They will stop completely because yeah,
Yeah.
it was a huge damage, yeah, for them. But overall,
Yeah.
Glory, you also lose guard a lot. We knew who your faves were, I think, by the third week or so.
Who,
Uh,
who did you think at that time was my fave?
I think Onyeka, because you are on the first week and second week, I knew that it was Onyeka because you're always a person who loves someone who is different, someone who brings in a different eye. So based on your statistics, because I obviously do that for like work. So mostly I read that, okay, the chances are it's Onyeka. If you look at Pere doing, you always fall there. And then you always fall there. Like, you always fall there. And then I think in between we saw you going for Kellyrae, but I think it was much more based on sentiment. Also, you were also sentimental about it. Oh, the married card, and then you went into the parent card. You are leaning on emotionally. So I knew
No.
emotions have covered her.
No.
So she'll fall down there completely. So I think at the end you were
No.
much more honest and said, Kellyrae,
No.
he must
No.
win. So,
Laurie, let me tell you this here. Let me tell you this. I'm a very self-aware individual, right? I'm a very self-aware, and it took me time to get to this level in my life where I know myself that much, right? And one thing I always tell myself is nobody can know me better than how I know myself. Because I don't want a situation where people will come and tell me, oh, this is how you are, this is how you are. No, I don't want people to take me off guard, about who I am. So I learn myself and I teach myself and I unteach myself a lot of things. Now, when people say, oh, okay, like I'm saying in the comment section now, Onyeka's fans, some of them are like, is a lie, you hated Onyeka. I just need at least one of Onyeka's fans to come online now and engage me. Tell me how I hated your faith. Give me examples. Oh, don't come and say, oh, yeah, cite examples. Now, what am I saying? If you watch, right, it seems like my sentiments aligns with certain housemates. But what people forget is that it's all about what they do in the house. It's all about how they portray themselves in the house. So it's like when something happens, even you as an individual, the way you would analyze that situation, if you're being honest with yourself, that is also how Glory would analyze it. But then if I analyze it, and maybe because it is sounding like it does not go well, like in favor of the people that some other people are supporting, oh, Glory then likes that person. I do not think my sentiments even fell towards Kellyrae. There was a video I did. Was it a video or a live stream? I think it was some weeks back. I said it here loud and clear that whoever emerges the winner this season does not deserve it. I said it. I said this season, we cannot brag that we have a deserving winner. Why? Because this season was not as entertaining as we wanted. It's been a boring season. I said it here. I mean, can you remember, Laurie?
yeah, true.
Yeah, I said it. I said this season, whoever wins, I don't care who it is, whoever. I said it. I don't care that I cannot say that, oh, this person was a deserving winner. But I can say that whoever wins is a worthy winner. Worthy if they stood on business and stood according to the theme of the season, they did
Yeah,
not lose their guard.
true.
Yeah. So my sentiments, I was able to control it. The only thing that will make people say that, oh, Glory, you hate this one, you hate that one, is if you've noticed, people don't like it when their fave does something wrong and you talk about it. They don't want you to talk about it.
No one
They just
does.
want, yeah, they don't want you to talk about it. They just want you to look away and pretend like it did not happen.
Mm.
Yeah.
but now for me, I actually always say that even though you say that this season was actually a boring season, do you think it's actually based on the production, or it's based on the characters that were actually in the season? What
I
was
think it's
really
based.
the miss?
I think it was based on production. I think production messed up, and I said it time and time again.
Okay.
And from the beginning, I was quite excited about the selection of housemates. I felt like they had very interesting characters. And for me, I do not change it. They had very interesting characters. Remember, it is professionals that also go to do the vetting process, right?
Mhm.
I felt like they had very interesting characters. There was something that whoever selected them saw before selecting them. But production was towing the line of peace. Production was pampering these housemates. How can you have an entire season and you did not give punishments, you did not give strikes? And these housemates were doing a million and one things that would have warranted a strike or any other form of punishment. You have to make the viewers have to complain and complain and complain before people are now finally decide to punish the housemates. And the punishment was so mediocre. So
Mm.
production, I don't know if they hired new people or if they hired novices. I don't know. Or maybe like people said, maybe they brought in interns, but production was not stern this season. They pampered these housemates, protected a lot of them. I mean, the one that still scatters my head a lot is when they decided to do the public nomination. I'm like, okay, this is a good idea, but then why did you not tell the housemates to give the reason why they are nominating people they nominated to their face? And this was the same week that us viewers were complaining that the housemates were sleeping too much, they were eating a lot, they were not doing much, they were disrespecting Big Brother. And then to spice things up, you decided to, okay, let us have public nomination. And look at the way they did it in BB in Zanzi now.
Me,
That was,
yes,
come
I,
on.
I actually agree, but for me, I wish they would actually, I don't know, maybe just because I'm just that person who just hates peace. I wish they would make pairs enemies out of each other. This this
Mm-hmm.
these pairs lived in so much harmony that they saw each other as brothers and obviously sisters. I wish they would have done it as that courses season, that pairs, you have to find each other, you have to find a different pair that you can actually strategize how to nominate, how to win task. That actually creates some sense of competition. They made them
You know they would
so
have
much
done it.
of friends than
Sorry. You know they
enemies.
would have done it. Do you also so when the show was about to start, right?
Yeah.
They had a press briefing. They had a
Hmm.
press briefing.
Yeah.
Now, I read an article on a newspaper website, and that was where I first saw that the winning prize was 100 million naira and an SUV. If you notice, Kellyrae got 60 million, and I don't blame them for slashing the money. That is if they did, right? Now,
Mm.
I saw all of those details there. And then in that newspaper article, I saw it clearly written there that it was also shared by the organizers that um, the organizers reserves the right to decide to swap pairs if they like in the course of the season. And that was
Yeah.
something I was really looking forward to. So the night when
True.
they did the dissolution of the pairs, I thought that was what they were going to do.
Yeah.
So it was quite disappointing as well.
Yeah. They
Ah,
missed. I think I also feel like they actually missed. 'Cause I feel like they made them so much comfortable. Because for
yeah.
me, I really enjoyed Anita at the end of the series more than even like Anita at the beginning of the series. You could see her
Mm-hmm.
bubbly, her funness, her that joking style. I'm just like, this person was not there. Like, she is a fun person. You made her sound so diplomatic, political, so calm. And I'm just like, because you didn't bring that in, because Anita and Nelly, these people are from beauty pageants. And I watch beauty pageants. The most vicious reality TV you ever see is beauty pageant. Those people fight like no one's business to be in the
Mm-hmm.
front picture. You didn't see anything about them. You didn't see their real characters come out because they're not forced to come out. They are meant to be so calm, sleep, eat, wake up, tofa, suj, fight once in a while. Oh, feed me Guinness. I didn't take a sip. I'm like, what is this fight I'm fighting for? I'm looking in this television. Like, I was so disappointed. I'm just like, they didn't bring. I think both. For me, I blame the production, but I also blame the characters that are actually in there, because some of them have really been watching this show for so long that they have already crammed the way and the truth, so they just go with it. So it was both a disappointment, I think, for both. I don't know what they can do different in the next few years to make it much more better in terms of new people. Yeah, I don't know, new ideas. But all in all, it's over. So let's wait for Mzansi.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Laurie.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much. All right. All right. Let's speak with David Garcia. Hi, David.
Hi, Gloria. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm happy. I'm fine. I'm fine. Although the Big Brother this season it was a little bit boring, but I'm happy. Sia Mosha was better than this one, but I'm happy.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm very happy with the winner, and
mm.
I think all in all we can say this year's Big Brother we are trying to show people to say it's not about kissing, it's not about shipping, it's not about
Yeah,
being nudie, walking naked in the house. Those things we didn't want them. To be honest, I can't lie. I liked Wani and the Andy at first. I liked those
mm,
twins at first because they were bringing vibes. Immediately, Wani entered in that relationship, like he loose guarded everything. He started focusing on
yeah,
kissing, cuddling. I was like, this is not what you came here for, girl. This is not
exactly.
what you came here for. And then I was even so when this lady went out, the one they had a fight with Wani, this lady who Luti. I felt
Ruti.
bad. Yes, I felt bad because I sensed to say I think one is game now it's over because
Mm,
Luti was something which was bringing more game to Wani and the Andy. So immediately
mm,
Luti went. She wasn't my favorite, but immediately she went. To be honest, I felt bad because I liked Wani at that point. So I
mm.
wanted more game. Okay. So
Yeah.
what I came to realize that now one is into Sean, and then Sean. Okay, Sean was a gamer, yes, but what I didn't like is like he wasn't standing on the truth. It's the same as Onyeka. And Onyeka was a very good gamer, but he wasn't standing on what he was doing. He was trying to
Mm,
show us viewers like we are hallucinating or we are
yeah.
not watching. It's better you do whatever you want to do to your housemate, but when you come to talk to us, you just own up to your bullshit. That's the most
Exactly.
important thing because we need to know how we are communicating with you and us so that when we are voting or when we are trying to back you up, we know what we are doing. So Onyeka, he was a very good gamer, but he lost it whereby he was trying to make a fool out of us. They are kissing, you
Mm,
come to us, you lie that we are not kissing. For what?
mm,
So for that one, that's the only part I didn't like Onyeka. And then the toxicity part whereby Onyeka now was making things to be like it started to seem like it's no longer a game also made him
mm,
to be more bitter. That's my
mm,
thing. I came to
mm.
like Double K because they came with a new game, to be honest.
Yeah.
Those two people they are married. They went in that when they won head of the house where they went in that private room. If they
Yeah.
wanted, they could have done things.
Of
But
course.
yes, but they showed us to be calm, intelligent, maturity. They showed us to that there is a right moment. You wait for the right moment.
Yeah.
Respect how he respected the wife, how the wife respected the husband.
Mm-hmm.
People they are
Mm-hmm.
saying no, they were boring. Everyone in that house, they were boring. Even Handy, Wani, they were boring apart from kissing. They
Mm-hmm.
thought like kissing it's the content, and that's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Nelly, just same thing. They were boring. Look at Siamosha. They were entertaining us with games, with a lot of things. You would have that zeal of wanting to watch Big Brother. But for
Mm-hmm.
them, what did they do? It's kissing with Sean, praying truth or dare. Can you do a rap dance for this one? That's the only thing they knew.
It was so annoying.
Very, very, to be honest, I didn't enjoy this year's Big Brother. I can't lie to you. That's the reason why at the end of the day now I came to be more with Double K, because I was like, okay, they're giving us something. It's not toxicity, yes. It's smooth.
Mm-hmm.
There is no lose guarding. And what I liked about Double K, even in the arena, he was there trying to fight. So what type of boring things do you do? What type of entertainment do you want, you people? So like me, my favorite was Wani and Handy and Double K, and the other it was this guy is the one who went. Is it Mickey and who? Is it
Femi,
Mickey?
is
Femi
it
and
Femi?
Mickey. Yes, but I liked more Femi because it's just that Femi lost it because of Nikki. So this year's Big Brother, like you said, the deserving winner, yes, it wasn't there, but it's worth it to give Double K, to be honest. And
Yeah.
whoever is trying to say whatever, let's be honest. This year's Big Brother wasn't entertaining. Sia Mosha was even better, but they are. Let us celebrate with what has happened and respect it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gloria.
Yeah.
Continue doing the same thing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, David. Thank you. All right. We're gonna speak with Milali. Hi, good evening.
Hi, Glory. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And how are you?
Doing good.
I just want to start off by saying thank you for the analysis throughout the season.
Thank
We just
you.
unfortunately do not know what goes behind the scenes in your house and the effort that goes into keeping us informed of the show. So maybe one day you can give us a behind the scenes of a day in the life of what happens during a Big Brother show. Um, I
Okay.
just want to touch on. So I hear that everyone has been just talking about how the season has been going, but I'd like to just analyze it from like a technical point of view, just based on how I think a Big Brother winner is determined. So
Mm,
when you're looking at the general audience in total, you would find that there are essentially three types of voters. Each finalist is going to have its own fan base. There's going, which is the first tier. Then there's going to be the second tier, which is the fan bases of previous housemates, which were part of the season. And then you would
mm-hmm,
get the third tier, which is the independent voters, which are people that don't have a fan base and vote
mm-hmm.
according to how they feel each week. So one week you might vote for one, next week you vote for this person. Those are the independent ones. And you would
Yeah.
find that each season it is always the housemate that is able to get as much of the independent voters as possible, which ends up becoming the winner of the season. And what actually makes independent voters vote for someone? It's actually three things that need to happen in a season. Firstly, you need to be like a quintessential like likable person. Viewers need to like you. The
Mm-hmm.
second one, the second one is something needs to happen in the season that would make us vote for you. So I'd use Elabe as an example. With her, something happened in the season that swayed so many of us as independent viewers to actually vote for her, which was the incident where I think it was Ike who threw away her clothes and something like that, and it caused a big uproar. And then we as independent viewers thought that she was being targeted, and therefore we rallied behind her. And the third one is it needs to be something that we've never seen before. And I feel like with Kellyrae, he hit two of those three things that independent viewers look for, which is being a likable person and also um, bringing something that we've never seen before, which is a married person being on the show and making it up to the final. So that is why I think he won. He specifically won. He was able to win the people that do not have fan bases over to his side and emerge as winners. I mean, emerge as the winner. And whether or not he deserved it, that can be a differing opinion. And then looking at how the season itself panned out, I feel like if you were to put this season, if this season came after Level Up, it would not be as bad as we think it actually was, to be quite honest. I think if you come after All Stars, it will always be very difficult to top All Stars because that season really raised our expectations of how a Big Brother Naija season should be. And although this one had its fair share of good moments, it was overall not the best season that they've had. And also, it's weird because I think this is the second time where there has been a very good cast of contestants and they not deliver. Same thing happened with Big Brother Mzansi. Now it's also happening here where it's like we have cast this very good set of contestants, but it is just not reflecting on television. And I think here the reason that happened is because they are fans of the show and they came with the whole thing of we are smart and we know how to play. So they didn't want the whole thing of we've watched past seasons. These are the mistakes that people made previously, and therefore we as a group are not going to make those same mistakes. And I feel like another big problem was the custodian element, because with that you kind of had to be a likable pair to ensure that whoever wins the custodian is either going to save you or housemates don't vote you out. And I think by the time they took that away, housemates were already so friendly with each other that it was like a whole kumbaya type of season where people were getting along, no one wanted to fight. And I knew it was downhill the day Ibuka tried to, I think he tried to call out Sean and Wani for saying Nelly's bum is fake, and then she laughed and nothing happened after the eviction show. That's when I was like, I think this season is there's no saving this season at this point. And I also think that production could have done so much more with a season like this, like mixing up the pairs earlier. I would love to see a midweek eviction on one of the Big Brother Naija seasons. I would like to see a twist where Big Brother says that if you lose the wager, everyone is up for eviction except the winner, except the person that is going to win Monday's immunity challenge. So Friday night, he makes an announcement and says that if the house loses the wager, everyone is up, and the only person that's going to be safe is the winner who's going to win Monday night's head of house challenge, and that's it. And I feel like it would also make housemates be serious and take the wager presentations or preparation of the wager more seriously. And those are the type of twists that production could have used this season that unfortunately they didn't use, and it ended up being, I would say if I would rate it out of 10, I would give it a 6 out of 10 for this particular season, because it had some good moments, but it also had its fair share of bad moments as well.
All right. All right. Very interesting analysis. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I wanted to ask you this, Milani. I mean, I agree that the housemates already studied the show and they came prepared to, beat the system. You know, they've watched the show season in, season out. A lot of them they've auditioned 9 times. So they know the reactions that people will give when certain occasions arise in Big Brother's house, right? Hence the reason why a lot of them did not want to engage in confrontations. A lot of them would rather want to act mature. Hashtag mature, according to them by the way twins. But do you
Yes.
think, yeah, but do you think that aside their preparedness, do you think that all of them also lost their guard? Like most of them, not all of them, most of them also lost their guard in the sense that the Mbadiwe twins outsmarted them by
Yes.
manipulating them, manipulating their choices. Because for someone to manipulate you into not even voting them at all, you've lost your guard. Tools did
Yes.
it in the Brother and Zamzi season 3. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, like I definitely do agree with you because I think they they approached it with trying to be so smart that they couldn't then see what is happening right in front of their eyes because you might even look at the influence that the Mbadiwe twins had. How many times did they, when they were still doing the head of house ballot, look at the many times that they were actually be able to persuade people to vote how they wanted or be like or campaign for a particular housemate and to convince other people to vote for who they
Mm-hmm.
wanted. Maybe it also comes down to often maybe I think that because they kind of knew who the Mbadwe twins were, they had people maybe viewed them as these superior housemates where maybe there might be a good thing for me outside if I actually
Yes.
listen to the twins. And I feel like the Mbadwe
Yes.
twins should have actually use that more powerfully and more to their advantage of, hey, I have connections. You're trying to build your career. Side with me, and outside I will like take care of you. I feel like if they had done that, they could have easily like stirred the game even more and influenced the outcome of the many of the experiences of the housemates of this season.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Milali, for your analysis.
Thanks, Lou. Bye.
All right. Okay. We have Belema. Belema, hi. How are you?
Hi, Glory.
Hello. Good evening. Good evening.
Good
How are
evening.
you?
I'm fine. Can you hear me?
Perfectly. Perfectly. You're
Okay, okay.
welcome.
Oh, Glory. I said this season, I haven't spoken. I said I'm going to talk to you. And this is because I'm a nursing mom, yeah? And
Oh,
I'm just behind the stage, the comment section every week, back to back, Saturdays, weekdays. I said, no, I'm not
thank
going to come on
you.
board because each time I want to come on board, maybe we just, when I would say, okay, I cannot talk. So, but today I said, I must say something.
Thank you.
Glory,
Thank
in
you for
your words,
speaking.
massive, 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 massive thank you for all the good words, for all the analysis. Thank you for this season.
Thank
Glory, we
you.
appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
you've done very well for the sleepless nights. Oh God, for everything. Glory, thank
Thank you.
you. And come to your face. Well, me, I saw it from the get go, from the time that Oyeka said that she's going to be in everybody's matter. I just said and the way you analyzed it, the way you diced it, I just knew that that girl, yeah, you are in for her. You just want to know what she's coming up with. And to me, she played a very good game. It was a very good game,
Yeah.
but the fact that she lose guarded, hey,
Yeah.
she went out of line. That was it for me. I really did not like it because it was as if she was. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, it was as if she was speaking on some certain housemates, and they, by the way, twins, they actually clocked again. But it was
Yeah,
very
they did.
funny. Yeah, it was very funny that Ozzy still fell for her game. Do you get?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but anyways, all the same, everyone is a winner. And to my face, oh, double K, Jesus Christ, glory. It was so refreshing to see it, like to see married couple. Ebuka, yes, doubted them, but look at where they are now today. Who would have
Yeah.
thought that a married man will emerge as a winner? We know how married couple, like how married people are on that show.
Mhm.
They never come up with anything. They never. Come on, glory! It was so refreshing to see them, even
Yeah.
in the heat of in the heat of the game when everybody was trying to poke into their relationship. Cassia was going astray. She was being scared if they are going to reveal it or not. Kellyrae was telling Big Brother that oh, he thinks he will need to divert his attention to some aspects, i.e. he wants to go for Handy. And when Handy too wanted to play Kellyrae, you all of us saw how Handy wanted to kiss that guy in the pool, but he did not lose guard. So come on, it was really refreshing to see.
Yeah.
So why would people say Kellyrae, that's the double K, they did not give us content? They gave us so much. They gave us so much and more. So I really,
Mm.
really, really, really love the game that they played. That's all I have to say. I don't want to talk much because I need to go back. Yeah. So Glory,
Thank
thank you very
you.
much. Thank you to the K
Thank
squad
you.
for the voting. Thank you, Double KO. We did this one. Thank you. Hip hip
Thank you
hip.
so much.
Hooray.
Thank
We
you.
won. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And guys, listen, it's not just me putting out the content, it's you all engaging my content. Thank you so much to all of you as well. Now, before the next speaker goes, the next speaker is actually Chigozie. Chigozie mistakenly fell out, so it's Chigozie. Let me attend to this comment. This is coming from Chima. Chima said, Glory, one question, please. What happened to the Onyeka is production pet and favorite narrative? I still stand by it. I still stand by it. Yeah, I still stand by it. I've explained it numerous numbers of times during the season. I still stand by it. That was what it looked like, and I'm not blind. So that was what I saw, and I still stand by it. Even though she did not win, we cannot dispute the fact that Onyeka was protected. There were things that she did in the house that if other housemates had done it, Ebuka would have questioned. But she wasn't questioned. She got away with a lot of things. Onyeka got away with a lot of things. So I'm not even going to go into that analysis, but I still stand by that. All right. Okay. Let's speak with Chigozie. Hi, Professor, Doctor, and CEO, company owner,
Amen,
mobile shop
amen,
Chigozie.
amen. Hey, Glory, if I say, take your flowers, seriously, take your flowers. You did an
Thank
amazing
you.
job. You know the thing that whenever I come back from work, immediately I on my television, the first thing I said, I want to hear Glory's voice today. Whenever I come back
Oh,
from work and on my television, I was like, I need to hear what is happening today, and Glory will give me the latest piece. You did
thank
really well. Take
you.
your flowers. God bless you
Thank
for all you
you.
did, every effort.
Thank you.
Massive
Thank
accolades
you.
to the winner, Kellyrae. It was actually refreshing to see someone like that win.
Yeah.
But I'm just hoping that like the upcoming seasons, someone does not come and play that card because it won't work again. This is
Yes,
just a one
so
card. This is just a one card, and it won't work again. And
yes.
the thing is that I really liked his fan base. There is this thing that I told somebody that that they did like the proper loose card. If you notice, they didn't really fight much on Twitter. I never like saw Kellyrae trending much on Twitter like other housemates did. But look at what
Hmm.
happened.
Hmm.
Actually, Wani and Handy were like really my favorites until
Hmm.
they started sucking up to Sean. I really like that energy. When you were saying that time that their diary sections were almost like funny and engaging, it was really what I felt. But at the point
Yeah.
where they fell off to Sean, I knew that was what happened. And when you said that Onyeka was your favorite, I suspected it all along, Glory. Right from this, I say, anybody that Glory bashes back to back to back continuously, you know that person is doing something and Glory likes that person. See, I told someone forget Glory likes Onyeka, and I'm not surprised to hear it. Honestly, and all that I must say is that though you've talked about selection committee, but you know, like people still feel like the selection this season was a bit rigged. We don't really know, but let's just assume that what happened has happened. I think like the biggest mistake they made was bringing like the Mbadiwe twins that season, to this season. They really messed up. Like people were like fearing them. I was thinking something that you know, like maybe upcoming seasons, every housemate should be on the same level because they played like the kid wire game. They played kid wire game. They made themselves Lord and superior, and people were fearing them. They were the people that were always preaching like the kumbaya something. That is why the housemates were beginning to fell dull and started doing anyhow because they were not really giving anything. So I'm hoping that I was like thinking something crazy. Biggie should go to Ajegunle and pick people from Ajegunle. During the first day of the house will post on fire. I am telling you. Biggie should go to Ajegunle. Go to I think it's from Port Harcourt somewhere. One get to Port Harcourt. Pick people from there. See the first day. The house will be set on fire this very first day. So this is like, and I noticed something like in the video you made this morning about like any presentation, the presentation so not going on. I noticed it because like I came in this evening, I looked on Twitter and I saw that that the prize giving has already been done. There was no formal ceremony to that, unlike what you see in previous season. I'm like, it's like this say that you know, Big Brother of the organizers know that they really messed up themselves. It was not like as if the show wasn't capable of giving up something, but they messed up themselves. And people kept on complaining. They paid deaf ears to it. So whatever happens, I saw that maybe they were not really happy about it. That's what I'm feeling like. They're not happy like about how the show went this year. So you know that in all it has gone. So please, we still expect to turn our TVs and our phone and hear your voice. Don't go and abandon us that you abandon us for 1 month and 2 months like that.
I'm not going to abandon us still here.
Give us notice. So I cannot stand. I don't want to be looking. At least I said like today that you know that I'm back. I came back to work and then I'm like when you said, "Oh, thank God," I said, "Thank God it's 6 o'clock," so I should be back from work by then. So I'll come up and say so. Massive accolades to you too because you did very well. So this is where we'll be stopping today, and we're hoping to see more.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chigozie. Thank you so much. And there was something Chigozie mentioned about Kellyrae's fan base. I must give them their accolades. You know, let me just speak briefly on that before the next speaker comes on. Every season, we have the toxic fan base. And then we have the fan base that stands and focuses on the business of voting and supporting their fave. This season, and this is me speaking from a personal experience. If your experience is different from mine, it's fine. That is your experience. But I'm speaking from my own personal experience. This season, Onyeka's fan base and Nwani's fan base, Jesus Christ. Those people were restless. At least for Nwani's fans, I give them their flowers. You know, when I saw the margin between Kellyrae's votes and Nwani's votes, I saw that, okay, at least they were voting as much as they were dragging. But Onyeka's fan base, with all the mouth, with all the insults, with the way people were cursing people, especially me, the least people could do was a miserable 11%. Seriously. See, I did not want to bring out my ugly side this evening. I didn't want to bring out the petty Glory Elijah. If not, the way I planned to come and laugh at these people this evening, eh? But I just said that let me just maintain decorum. But the way, like, guys, you don't even understand. I received insult upon insult in my DM on the X app. I know how many people I blocked. In a day, I'm blocking at least 10 people. And you see, this evening I was very intentional. For me, I don't even care if people followed me on the X app or not. My own is, if you insult me, I'm blocking you. And the only thing they knew how to do was insult. I said, so the energy people used to insult people, the energy people used to be dragging people, shaming people. The ones that will come and say, you're not married, go and married. The only thing you could do was a miserable, useless, nonsense, 11%. You people should be ashamed of yourself. Go and hide your face in shame. Rubbish. After going around and around, insulting and insulting and insulting, 11%. Your mates are doing 35%. 11% Go and hide your faces in shame. Go and hide your face in shame. And somebody sent me a screenshot of their WhatsApp group, coming to come and say they wanted to do this to Glory Elijah. We want to do this to her. We want to do that to her. Guys, go and report our account. Guys, go and do this and that. You think social media works like that? The energy that you should have channeled into voting for your favorite, use it to be hopping from one corner to the other like headless chicken. In fact, let me even enter you people's head. You jump from one corner to the other, like jobless fellows at the end of the season. A whole grand finale voting. Shamelessly giving a miserable, pathetic 11% to your fave. You should be ashamed of yourself. Ooh, shame. 11%. Should be ashamed of yourself. Hide your faces in shame. You should be hey. I wish I could stand up right now and dance for you people. 11%. And you're insulting Glory Elijah. You're calling Glory Elijah old woman. So being 34 years old qualifies me as an old woman. If 34 years old is old, then you should not get to the age of 34. If you're not to 34, you should not get to the age of 34. Insult me. At the end of the day, the only thing you could produce was a freaking 11%. Hide your face in shame. 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 Take that walk of shame. Take that walk of shame. Take that walk of shame. Rubbish. Now I am done. I did not want to do this, but I said no. You people stressed my life this season. You people really stressed my life this season. Every day and night, my comment section on YouTube, everywhere I go, and the least you could do was a freaking miserable 11%. Take that walk of shame. Take that walk of shame. Hey, take that walk of shame. Woo! Rubbish. This is not me shaming Onyeka because I like the girl. She played that game. But you see those fanatics? That means you didn't even have money to vote. Look at you. You didn't even have money to vote. Because if you had money, should be your mates were buying votes. Your mates were sourcing for vote. You could not even buy votes. 11%. Take that walk of shame. Rubbish. Next time, when you are supporting any housemates in any other season of Big Brother Naija, focus your energy, focus your resources on voting for that person. Stop coming to come and drag Glory Elijah. If you notice, let me tell you people, the oil on my head is plenty. If you notice, those mother efforts that come to drag Glory Elijah every season, go and watch different seasons. Your faves never win. You know why? Because the curses that you curse out me or you curse me out on, you people curse at me, you curse my family, you curse my generation, you curse me out and and you think your faith is going to win? Take that walk of shame. I beg, wait. Take that one for shame. 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 You think you are petty? Hello? There are people that are petty on this internet. The fact that they keep quiet and they act all classy and demure does not mean that they do not know how to insult. This entire season, I kept quiet. People were insulting me, insulting my mother, insulting my late dad, insulting my late brother, and I kept quiet. And I was looking at all of you. The only thing I was doing was blocking. See, the next time you see me in your next life, you will avoid Glory Elijah. 11 miserable percent. Is that all you could do? So you did not even have money to buy votes, Seth, for your faith. Shame! 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 Take that work of shame. Take that work of shame. Take that work of shame. Woo! Now let us all be mad together. I'm done. I have let it all out. I've been holding it in for you people since. Now I've let it all out. Let's be mad together. You see, this is where I win. You drag me and drag me and drag me. Your fave did not win. 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 Duh. Okay. Now that we're done with that, can we proceed? Let's have a proper conversation with other interesting individuals on this platform. People that are cutesy, that are demure. Never call for Glory Elijah again. You are not madder than I am. I keep it all together. Does not mean that I cannot be petty as well. But hey, hello, 11% is a very miserable percentage to give to your faith. Next time, channel your energy into voting for your faith instead of cursing out people and their families, people you don't even know, people that you see in real life, you cannot even stand up to them, you cannot even measure up to them. Rubbish. Rubbish. Okay, let's speak with Rania. Hi, Rania.
Glory.
Hello.
Hello, Glory. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, my darling. You're welcome. How are you?
Oh my God. You know, I must give it to Onyeka's fans because they really bring out this side of. I've never
Yes.
seen.
Yes.
I'm here
Yes.
laughing like Glory. You be this bitch.
Nah, these people got on my nerves. These people got on my
You know,
nerves. You need to see the
part that
insults.
when you say they doesn't have money to vote, how? What kind of insult is this, Glory?
Yes. Is it not their mate that is giving their faith 35%? What is
What
11
they try?
miserable percent?
Like they try in this hard economy.
Oh my goodness.
But
My dear.
all they finish. You see them finishing. Glory. We are sorry. I am
No.
telling
If
on
you
their
want to
behalf.
insult somebody, at least have money, at least have resources. Not that you now insult somebody, and then the least you could give to your faith. In fact, the most you could give to your faith was 11%. Did you see the graphs? Look at Kellyrae and one his graph. In fact, one his fans, I can't even drag themselves because at least they tried. But you see Onyeka's fans. Oh God.
Oh my God. But you know what? This grand finale. I am so relieved that it's not Onyeka or Sean that win. That's my only problem. I don't want Sean or us or Ozzy. These 4 people. Let them not win. And they didn't win. And you know what? Hausa people say, Dan hakin da kare na shi ke tsokale ma idanu. Please, Glory, look for any Hausa people to interpret that for you. Like they look down on Kellyrae and Cassia one. I've not been watching the show, but the way you're analyzing it, they've been looking down on them, they've been voting them out. And can you imagine? That's the only reason I am so happy for Kellyrae. Like I am so my own wish for Wani and Handy to win. Really, I love them. But the way they've been looking down on these people, I am so happy for them. Like, you know, when they say that you will, like, you're not up to my level, and then you eventually, who are you? That's what they did. That's what they end up dating. And I'm so happy for them. And also, congratulations to you. I heard people saying that Onyeka is your favorite. I don't think
Oh
Onyeka is
yes.
your favorite.
Yeah.
I think you love one X Handy, especially Handy. People
Well,
been praising them, and I think you love them more. No, you
so
like Onyeka.
I loved the bond. I loved the bond between Wani and Handy because it's a first. This is the first time I'm seeing such a dynamic duo on
Yeah,
Big Brother Naija. So I
yeah.
loved the chemistry they had. But the
Mm.
moment Wani started gluing herself to Sean,
You
I
know, one
lost it. Like, yeah, I
do.
couldn't connect anymore. Yeah.
That's
But from the
why I hate
very
Sean.
beginning, it was Onyeka and Double K.
That's why I hate Sean. Because why must you put yourself in there? If you see something, don't just cross it. Leave it the way it is. You start to crack them. Like they were so strong, but he tried to crack them. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just them being more matured that they wouldn't allow him. But he really tried.
Hmm.
If they doesn't bond, he would have scattered their relationship.
Hmm.
But anyway, Sha, congratulations to Kellyrae. Congratulations to you,
Yeah.
Glory. And I'm
Thank
so
you.
happy for everyone. And keep the good work. Glory. See you.
Thank
Let me tell
you.
you. If I'm working, you're the only one. I used to put films, save later. Netflix, save later. Watch later. Amazon Prime, save later. Everything. I will not watch anything. I will just be listening
Thank
to
you.
Glory, Elijah. So now that they are done with this, please do not keep me because I cannot walk. I'll just be sitting down. So yeah, you have to keep on with the good work.
Thank you. Thank
And I
you.
really that Real Housewife of Dubai.
Yeah.
And then you started Dubai Blink season 2. You didn't finish it, oh, Glory.
No, I finished Dubai Blings. It was
I checked how many times on your page. I can't find the complete. I think you stop on episode 7.
no.
So
So
you,
it was season one that I did not do the last episode, but the second season I finished it completely. Yeah. But I understand.
really,
I will try and get back to it, all right, when they bring out the season three. All right.
oh please don't keep us hanging, Glory. I know you're tired. I know you're so
I will.
exhausted. Try and recover.
All right. Thank you so much.
But
Thank you so
really,
much.
work, Glory, you're doing hard work, and we enjoy it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really
So thank
appreciate.
you for being with me.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Let's speak with I don't know who this is. Let me see. I Mara Nuva. Are you there?
Hi, Glory.
Hi. Good evening. You're
How?
welcome.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you very much.
The people I fought with in your comment section when they comment stupidity. It's every season it happens with Big Brother.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, I want to give you your flowers, and I don't think you get them enough.
Thank you.
You don't come here to give us gist. You don't come in here to give us what happened, who said what. You literally analyze individuals. You're able to clock the strategy that people are using from the onset. And
Mm.
I started following you on the Shine Your Eye season with White
Mm.
Money and the likes of Finn and everything. And I've always admired your work. Having said
Thank
that,
you.
I think um, they need to understand you don't come to give us what people say or who kissed who, but rather you're able to see the buffoonery even before it shows. You're able to smell the rat even before it's like you know you normally wait until you give us hints. Those who have ears and listen keenly, they get to clock it. It's so sad that we're in season 9 and people still look forward to shipping, kissing, those good behaviors is what they regard as content.
Yeah.
I believe that Kellyrae really did give us content, especially to people who are married and they're like young couples. That man showed how to cater to your wife, to protect your wife. If people are observant during the parties and there's alcohol involved, Cassia would really get carried away so fast. And this man would enjoy himself, would make sure that he was on the lookout, just to make sure that the wife doesn't lose her guard. Literally, this man was carrying guard for both parties. People would provoke him personally, he wouldn't react. But remember, I think it's either Ozzy or OC, one of them, when they tried touching the wife, that's where he said, that's where we draw the boundary.
Yes.
Don't
OC.
cross that
Yes.
line. Now,
Yes.
what are people watching? For me, every single time, I normally hope I think TJ was a doctor or a psychologist or something. The sisters, I believe they're DJs, the twins. There was DJ Flo. Sadly, she left early. This is a platform whereby I always look forward to somebody showcasing their capabilities outside of giving us drama. Some of us, I'm in the real estate industry, I own a real estate company, and most of the time I'm normally on the lookout on who can I probably want to reach out to their management and, strike up something on the wax. Well, let's just say this season, honestly, I didn't see anyone coming close. I need for people to understand that Big Brother Nigeria or Naija, as a Kenyan, I watch it from Kenya, but I'm always following up on what is happening. It's not just a Nigerian platform, it's rather a global platform.
True.
Show us your skill set. Show us, are you able to think outside the box? Are you able to think? Are you quick on your feet? Should something happen? Are you able to strategize on your feet? And I'll be honest, I have a feeling that I don't think the people who handle the production for this season are the people who normally do it. Either Big Brother himself, the original people who are away on vacation, and someone was holding the fort. But I want to believe that people dropped their guards, most of them in, let's say, maybe from week 3, week 4. Production, the pirate didn't really spill much. A lot of things were, for me, I even feel like Ebuka himself also dropped his guard because he was not asking pertinent questions that we needed answers to. He was not calling out housemates on some of the foolishness they were engaging in.
Exactly.
We didn't see an opportunity whereby lies were told behind the scenes and it was brought to light, and we get to, they're put on the spot, and you're told, by the way, a clip is shown of what you said. Can you kindly clarify for the rest of us? But it was a bit of protecting some and airing others out to hang and dry. I was particularly really disappointed with the DRC squad because I believe 100% those girls were told, go in there and cause chaos. We want you guys to revive this show and give us drama. They did the production's bidding. Then when shit hit the fan, they were left to hang and dry. People,
Yeah.
the likes of Dummy, had to come and defend themselves and seek for forgiveness and this and that. But rather,
Mm-hmm.
production should have swept that. They should have come and say, listen, this, we send them in there to do something. We apologize if you felt that they went
Mm-hmm.
overboard. But until date, I haven't heard what production has got to say about this. They went really, they lost their tongue, let me put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I need you to clarify on something. I thought that the prize money was 100 million.
That was what I thought too. That was what I thought too. It was in week 8 that Ebuka now announced it on stage to be 60 million. When
Does
they
it?
did the press briefing before the show
Uh-huh,
started, the newspaper article I read online was
uh-huh.
100 million and an SUV. That was what was there. So I was quite surprised.
To be quite
So
honest,
honestly,
they kind of should change that young man. Let's just state facts, a spade, and not a big spoon. I believe that probably they did not get the traffic they anticipated to get, and bring in viewers and everything, and get people into buying the products of the people who are sponsoring this season 9. And now probably they had to go back to the books and decide, you know what, we have to do something and cut the price to 60 million. But if the price was to be 100, I don't think he should suffer because they failed to do their job. They failed to make sure that things run smoothly. And just to touch on something, and this is something I've noticed a lot. I do not know why in most season we get to find an influential, housemate who is in there, who either comes from money or is well connected outside. And I know there's a speaker who said that maybe they shouldn't be, people from influence and affluence shouldn't be included. But I think I would want them to be there because it shows us, the people out here viewing, how money can corrupt people to an extent whereby you can let nonsense slide. Because you know what? I want that connection when we are out of the house. Sadly, when those influential and affluent people leave the house, I've really never seen those people who try to suck up to them get any form of connection or business.
Sure.
Anything, nothing.
Sure.
Either way, they go their way and they will actually flourish with maybe here and there, but the people that sucked up to them, I've never seen someone come, or even update of their life 2-3 years later and say, you know what, I got this deal or I got this courtesy of so and so. It has never happened. So
Sure.
it teaches us one thing. A human being, us humans, we're very complicated in a way. I can guarantee you, if the Mbadiwe twins were not from a very influential family, the nonsense they were doing would not slide despite their physique. They would have been told off. But because people wanted the connection outside, they wanted to get into the inner circle, they let a lot of nonsense slide. The other person that I would say really taught me, I've always had learning curves. Chichi and Fina, Sean and Victoria kind of reminds me between the relationship that Chichi and Fina had, where one person, because of money, they will drop you like a hot potato and actually tarnish your image, character, and everything that comes with it. I was really highly disappointed with Sean. Sean had an opportunity even to be in the top people. But if that is the kind of a friend someone can have, then I don't want a friend. I'd rather be just I'm fine in my island. I'll be very fine in my island. Just let me be.
Yeah.
When it comes to Victoria, she kind of reminds me a lot about myself, and she was she was my first fave, like my ultimate fave. She's still is a fave. That was my fave. Then with the double K's, Victoria reminds me very much of myself. When I get into a very strange environment, I tend to observe people. It takes me a very long time to interact, but when I click with somebody, it's I don't have a gray area. It's either I am black or white. There's no in between. And please, future big brother aspirants, if you want to get to this show, my 2 cents. This shipping strategy, please, just the last thing we want to hear when you're on stage is we will see, or by God's grace. It's either you love the person and you want to be in a relationship with that person, or you want to see how things go further after the show. Because how do you totally get into something with a stranger and kiss a total stranger you've just met within like a couple of weeks and you're exchanging saliva? Then you come on stage and tell us by God's grace.
By God's grace.
God's grace could not locate you into that house so that you can use your common sense and just, decide. Because clearly, I think the only thing that is going to work is the marriage that's already on the table that we've seen, that I personally, I have admired. And to be quite frank, if I was to get into any marriage, I would prefer someone who has intellect, someone who is very cool, calm, collected, someone who's very confident, someone who's very observant, someone who genuinely cares for you. And we saw that in Kellyrae towards the wife Cassia. So when people come and say they didn't give us content, Abi, you wanted the man to strip naked and run like someone who's lost his mind for you to get content. I don't get it. I don't understand. But all in all, I love you. And I've said this. I do not know what Big Brother team and MultiChoice are doing. You've analyzed this show for a very, very long time. How comes these people, they should invite you into their strategy team, man, so that you can show them the way, so that you can tell them, you know what, we are not getting what we want. Let us try this strategy. There's no harm in reaching out and saying, you know what, Glory, Miss Glory, this time round we want to have you on our team so that you can give us your golden nuggets, because you have them. And one of the things I've always prayed for you, and it's a prayer I have every freaking season, whether you're doing Big Brother, whether you're doing Real Housewives of Lagos, Abuja, Dubai, you name it, you've always analyzed all these shows critically, realistically. You don't beat around the bush. You don't suck up to anyone. You call a spade, because a spade is always a spade. It's not a big spoon. A frog is a frog. If it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Let's not call it a hen, because it's not a hen. A duck is a duck.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I, first and foremost, I don't have the energy or what is it called, the guts to get into any kind of Big Brother show. But in the future, if there is anyone who wants to go to that show, can they reach also out to you so that you can guide them properly and show them what needs to be done so that they can take that money home? Sister, you know your craft. And people need to understand that you know what you're doing. You are graced. This is not something that you sit on the table and you practice. Like, you have been gifted. And in as much as you've been gifted, in as much as you're talented, you put in the work day in, day out, season in, season out. And guess what? They might not see it, but we see it. I'm one of those people who can actually go into a boxing match if someone was to cross your line, and if I was to meet them face to face, I wouldn't mind doing that. But Glory, please receive your flowers, girl. When it comes to analyzing these shows, you're the queen, and I do not understand why media houses are sleeping on you, sister. You are good. You're awesome. And you have not let it get into your head. You're critical. You do this as if your life dependent on it. I love you. And I'm almost sharing, but you know what? You deserve every flower. You know what? You need to visit my country. I'll see what I can do to make that happen. You need to visit us. I know probably you've come, but I would be more than happy to have you here. And just people need to know the gem you are. We need to drum. We don't drum your expertise and your talent enough. We don't. And in my country, we say you're the G. You're the G. You know, you're the. I don't know how to put it in Nigeria, but here we say you're the G, as in you know your craft, girl. Take your flowers, sweetheart. Take your flowers. And I love you, and we love you. And let me tell you, you block those fuckers who are trying to get to you, to abuse you, to insult you. You block them because your mental state is very important. On our end, I don't shy away. I know one time someone asked me, you think you're too grammar comprehension, and the fact that you've done psychology is making you be a pro. I've never stepped in a psychology class. I actually don't even know A to Z. I have nothing to do with that. But I'm just glad that I get to learn from you. I get to learn from your show. You get to sharpen my mind. You've made me smell rats from miles away. Nowadays, if someone comes here because they just want entertainment, they will live stupid. They will live with an empty mind. But if someone comes here and they want to see something from a different angle, they want to see the buffoonery that housemates have. They want to be able to know what is what and what is where and what is thinking, who is thinking what. You called this shipping thing between Sean, and if people really pay attention, you give hints. You might not say it in black and white, but you know this is your phrase. You know, can you not say too much right now? Then there's that laugh you put there. There's this sweet laugh you know, insert it somewhere there. Then after that, you give it a week or two, sometimes even in less than a couple of days, and yes, it's just right there. So people need to just listen. They need to pay attention. Paying attention is just not your environment, not just your circle. Pay attention to also the things you see. Because if people are sharp, Glory from Shine Your Eye, Level Up, the South African wine, I've not been the same when it comes to emotional intelligence. I used to have it, but not as sharp as I have it now. And that I can actually accredit it to you. I can't say that I landed somewhere or anywhere. I come here, I also bumped into your travel blog, and I'm like, okay. When I miss Big Brother, I'm like, okay, is she doing Real Housewives? If I don't find you there, I'm like, but this girl said that she travels, huh? Let me start, I will go, I'll search. Sometimes if I have watched them all, I'll repeat watching them because I'll see something or hear something that I hadn't heard the first time. We love you, girl. I know we
Thank you
don't
so
say enough,
much.
but we love you, and thank you so much for putting up with our sorry entitled behinds, because sometimes when you get for hours without giving us something, you'd hear, Glory now, you give us something, And
Thank you.
thank you. Take your flowers. Take your
Thank you
flowers.
so much. Oh my
Take
God.
your flowers.
Nuba, thank
Yeah,
you. God
yeah.
bless you.
Their
Thank you.
anger, and don't let
Thank you.
anyone get to you. sometimes
Mhm.
projections.
Yes.
You're not how other people translate whatever you share with us, or how they download it, and you know that's their problem. But please,
Mm.
don't cajole us, don't sugarcoat things with us. If we are wrong, please cane
Thank
us
you.
if need be. Straighten our brains so that we can, get in line. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. God
And I
bless you.
really appreciate you. Thank
You're
you. Thank
welcome.
you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Woo! Oh my goodness. That was a lot. Oh my God, that was a lot. Thank you so much, Nuva. God bless you. See, that was just like fresh dew, fresh wine over my head. Thank you so much. I am grateful. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's speak with Anastasia. Anastasia, hi.
Hi, Glory.
Hi. Good evening. You're welcome. How are
Good.
you?
Hi, hi, thank you. How you doing?
I'm fine now. I am better now that I have fired those mother effers.
I know, right? Well done. When I heard it, I was like, oh, she's letting her steam out. Let it out, girl.
It was long overdue. 3 months? Nah.
Exactly. And anytime I like to speak, is my place a little noisy? Because I thought I would be home by this time to talk. Or should
Yeah,
I
we
let
can hear
someone else
background
talk?
voices.
Oh, okay.
Can hear background
Then let
voices.
some. Okay, then let someone talk, and I'll come.
Okay.
But I just
All
want
right.
to say God bless the lady that spoke right after me.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we can talk now. I'm leaving the message. Anytime
Okay.
I'm about to speak, I'd like to give you your flowers, but um there's nothing I can say to you after all that she has said to you, rather than God bless your heart soul and God bless your handwork and God give
Thank
you
you.
more wisdom to keep on doing what you are doing. That is all I
Thank
can
you.
say. I can't
Thank
say
you.
more than what she has said. She has said it all. On
Thank you.
Saturday when we spoke, I told you that we're going to meet today after the money has been married. And here we are.
And
And here
indeed, the
we are
money got married.
is marriage. Neatly and nicely and decently married. You know, first off, I am happy that I'm starting to get to know your what you like in housemates, because I kind of guess um your fave at some point, because I was like, before the show started you spoke about what we were looking out for, and
Yes.
when Double K and Oyeka got on stage I was like, oh, Glory is going to like Onyeka. I wasn't sure about Double K, but later along the line I was like, she's going to like Double K. So I was torn in between them. But later, when Onyeka was becoming a little toxic, I was like, Glory can't say that Onyeka can't be Glory's fave, no. And I was like, maybe Victoria, because I felt like sometimes you like those that come on the show and then they show some sort of growth. So I was like, okay, there may be either Victoria or Double K. And it ended up
Hmm.
to be actually Onyeka and Double K. So I'm glad. I'm glad I'm getting to know you more.
Well
And
done.
also, and also, I'm happy. You already know that I'm glad that Kellyrae won. So I'm not going to
Yeah.
speak so much on that. But what I'm going to talk
Hmm.
about is the prize
Okay.
presentation and all that. I feel like it's kind of not unfair to the winner, but it's because of how the show went. I feel like they didn't
Yeah.
make a lot of profit. They
Hmm.
didn't make profit. So whatever they had to do, they didn't do it. Because normally
Yeah.
when the show ends, there's a little bit of, should I say, like a press briefing where they come to tell us
Even the
about the
after
numbers.
party. You noticed there
The
was no
after
after
party,
party last night.
yeah, it didn't happen. It's just a few housemates that went out themselves to party. There was no after
Yes.
party. There was no press release. But all we saw was I didn't even see a lot of the housemates come back to the house. When Kelly's
Mm.
car was being presented, and normally
Yeah.
during this press conference or whatever, they
Yes.
announce the 30 people that are going to win the 1 million for the predictions.
Yes.
And look at how
Mm-hmm.
they did it. They did it in the lounge, in the
Yeah.
house. When
That was
they just,
shocking.
it was when I saw like, oh, what is this? And I also feel like the sponsor, they didn't say that maybe the winner is going to get 1 year supply of Colgate, 1 year supply
Yes.
of Dano because
Yes.
of what happened between sponsorship and FEMA.
Yes.
I feel that was also the reason why they didn't do all that. And then, yes,
Mm.
they said the winner was going to get 100 million, but down the line, they reduced it to 60, and then they said the 40 is for the car, which wasn't
Mm.
what was said earlier. So I think it
Mm.
all boils down to the money issue. They didn't
Yeah.
make as much as they wanted to during the show. So that
Yeah.
is that. But I hope
Thank you.
that but I hope that the winner gets what is due him, even if they didn't publicize it. Like he gets
Yes.
what, because we know that he's going to get some supplies from this sponsors, and I hope he
Mm.
gets it. Let us not hear, let us not hear a year or 2 years later that he didn't get anything. He only got a 60 million in his car. That would be
Mm.
so unfair. That would be so
Yeah.
unfair. So hopefully,
Hmm. All right.
fingers crossed,
Thank
he got
you.
it, and
Thank you so
a
much.
good job,
Thank you so
well
much.
done.
Thank you. Thank you
Have a
very
good
much.
night.
Thank you very
Okay,
much. I
bye.
appreciate Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you so much, Mina, for that statement. I remember I was trying to record it earlier when I was analyzing the double K pairs game. Thank you so much for bringing that to light. I also want to extend my appreciation to Madame de Madame for giving a token here. Thank you so much, Madame. As your name says, Madame. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, let's speak with Mama Adzo. I hope I got that right. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Glory. Can you hear me?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Hope you are fine too.
Yes, I'm doing well. Thank you so much. Okay.
Yes, yes. This is the first time I'm calling in. I've always listened. I've always watched. I've always
Oh,
listened to you. This is the first time. I
you're
was one of the
welcome.
people who received about 3 days ago asking to get in touch with Kellyrae and
Oh,
Kasia
you
indirect.
are. You are the one. I got your
Yes,
email.
yes,
I hope you were
exactly,
able to
exactly.
connect with them.
Yes, I'm now following them on Instagram. So I just if I wanted to get in touch with them before they ended the show, so that it wasn't going to be
Oh,
like because they. So I'm just taking my time, and then after that,
wow.
I'll get in touch with them. Yes, all that I
Mm,
wanted to say of the people I've said is glory. In fact, you are doing a great job. You're a wonderful person.
thank
You analyze
you.
things. We come to listen to you. As somebody said earlier, not to hear what has happened, but to get the analysis of what has happened and to get
Yes,
educated, actually.
thank
And
you.
God bless you for all that you do. I don't know if
Thank
you watched me when you were shouting at those people. I was clapping for you. I know my mic was off, so but I turned on my I turned on my video so you could see me. I was clapping. I was hitting things for you. Yes, that's what they deserve. Next time they shouldn't come and do that nonsense. I don't understand them. Yes, if they knew that was their faith, they should have gone out to vote. They should have. I voted and voted and voted for Kelly. Yes, I did it because I thought I knew he was a good man. And because I was is a sweet person too. So thank you very much. I want to
thank
touch on a
you.
few things. Yes, one
Okay.
about Kelly. Those who said Kelly didn't bring content, they most of them forgot about the theme of the show, which was Don't Lose Guard. Most of them lost
Mm-hmm.
guard at the beginning, first three, and I'm very sure one could have won this show, but then she lost guard at the point
Hmm.
because of her, and it was her the way she was treated that was juxtaposed against the way Kellyrae was treating Cassia. That caused
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people to fall in love with Cassia and Kellyrae. So we saw something like two couples in the house. One was being mean to the other one. One lady was being treated cleanly, but the other one was being treated with so much love, attention, and care. So
Yeah.
that's what actually broke down one game. The way Sean was treating him, her, and all that. So that's the
Yeah.
content Kellyrae brought to the show. Now the Mbadwe twins. Please, so well, me, I'm Ghanaian. I don't know what it is to come from a certain maybe a certain rich home. Because of that, the other housemates were not they didn't I don't know what it is, so they didn't vote them. You always see that they were scared of them. They were always scared of them.
Yes.
And when Ebuka came and then mentioned what TJ said about them, he just threw TJ's game off. TJ was one of the people who could read the games from the beginning,
Yes.
but
Yes.
because of what happened, instead of he apologized, and that was it. He should have continued with the game. TJ didn't do that. He now decided to go and align with them, licking their boots and all that, and then that's what spoiled his game. And at the point he was saying that they were going to be the twins, godfathers, and blah blah blah. I think that's how TJ also lost it. I also want to say that the game, as you said, was boring, was caused by production from the beginning. From the
Mm-hmm.
beginning, this when the custodian system, I think they didn't manage it well because it wasn't well managed. Most of the housemates got scared that, oh, if I step on this person's shoe and the person happens to be a custodian and I'm out for everything, I will be,
Mm-hmm.
I will not be, I'll be given out or I'll be evicted. So that's what
Mm-hmm.
also the game. And then Ebuka's attitude towards some of them. In fact, as I'm sitting here, as I'm sitting, nothing will tell me that Ebuka and the production team was happy Kellyrae won the show. No, that's my opinion anyway. I feel that they were not they even the production team was not expecting Kellyrae to win the show. At the
Mm.
point I cared because I saw that Ebuka was just about to cause the double K pair strategy to be exposed because of what
Mm-hmm.
was happening. But those Cassia and Victoria didn't do anything to Onyeka. Onyeka was the one who caused all the problems. So Ebuka will come on stage and then we'll talk as if he was watching a different TV apart from what we were watching. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
what is this just trying to do? So I think oh, that's me thinking that it looks like they were not ready to have what how do you call Kellyrae as the winner. Now, Onyeka, if you go on some of the social media, some people are saying that they don't they don't believe that Onyeka got more points or more votes than how do you
Victoria.
call it? Victor. Yes, because I also found it very yes. I found it very say how the Onyeka people they are just there making noise all over the place making noise, but they weren't voting. So the fact that we said from the beginning, when you said that Onyeka was production's favorite, I also agreed with you. From the beginning, I said, anytime you turn on TV, you see Onyeka. Wherever you go, you see Onyeka. Everywhere Onyeka is going, camera is following Onyeka. So I was wondering, what is this Onyeka? Interestingly, Onyeka looks like me. So my daughter would say, Mama, this girl that you are always causing, she looks so much like you. I say, yes. But then she's the yes, she's doing well. she started again well, going into people's stories and all the yes. But the moment she became toxic, the moment she changed her focus and was focusing on only Victoria and then later added Cassia to it was
Yeah.
the PM gospel. But as you know, where there is no hope, that's where God makes hope appear. The
Yeah.
housemates, all the nobody saw Kellyrae coming. A lot of them wrote him off. Even when they sit down and they are having their discussion, they are having an interaction, you see that they don't even they don't bring Kellyrae on board. And Kellyrae also noticed it and was not going into their circle. So they formed a
Mhm.
certain class of people who were always there, the Sean, the Madway twins, and then those who are their bootlickers around them and all those things. So that was what propelled Kellyrae. The viewers realized that, this people, they think this person cannot win because of this, because of that. We are the viewers and we are the people who determine who wins the show. So we are going to go in for Kellyrae. And we did. And then Kellyrae won. In fact, I don't know. That day, yesterday, I was shouting, 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 shouting. I shouted and shouted. I shouted. But we thank God for everything. Everything went on well. That's what the prize is. Only God knows what they are trying to do. Let's wait and hope and
Yeah.
see what is going to. I don't want to believe that
Huh.
all the yearly supply they will not give to him. And you know something, Kellyrae is very, very appreciative. The little that he gets, he's so appreciative of it
Yeah.
that yes, he's the type that will not even cause any drama. And I just want to pray that whatever has been given to him, he puts it into good use and then it germinates and then yields a lot for him so that coming to
Yes.
Big Brother and all that he came and did together with the wife will not be in vain. I will surely, surely, surely get in touch with them, have the personal, have their number, WhatsApp them once a while,
Mm.
see how we can become good friends. Glory, God bless you.
All
God bless
right.
you so much. It's just
Thank
only
you.
this year that I followed you through. Last year, oh, I was on and off, on and off. But this year, it's been through. I've followed you, and
Yeah.
I think you are doing a very good job. God will bless you. As
Thank
for the
you.
haters, they are always, but it is in their presence that God will prepare a table before you. They will see you
Thank
rise
you.
in Nigeria,
Yeah.
and they will come and say, is this the person we've been talking down on? Is this the person we've been dragging? God Himself will show because you do fair analysis of whatever is happening. Fair analysis of yes, you are a human being, you have your faith, but you have never covered the wrong of your faith. No. Even when Cassia was being some, should we call it rude or something? You were the one who came. You came and said that well, Cassia did the wrong thing. The husband was saying it, and then she didn't want to listen, and all that. Yes, these are your faith. But
Mm-hmm.
you rebuke the Cassia for not doing the right thing. God bless you. We really appreciate you. Love you. Those who
Thank
love you
you.
are more than those who hate you. So we'll be in touch. God bless you. You actually made me
Thank
enjoy this
you.
Big Brother. So we say it is one of the boring ones, but I really enjoyed it because of your analysis and because of your
Thank you
updates
so
that you give us.
much. Thank
God bless
you.
you and
Thank
have
you
a
so much, Mama Adzo. Thank you so much. God
yeah.
bless you too. Thank you so much. Thank you.
God bless
Yeah.
you. Bye.
Right. All right. Before we proceed to the next speaker, I just want to appreciate Abi Wale. Abi, if I could remove my heart and show to you how much I appreciate your kind gestures towards me, I would do it, but I can't remove my heart. But thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Every time you drop a token for me to get some tea, you don't know what it does to me and for me. So I just want to say thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. I really appreciate. Thank you. All right. Let's speak with Rose. Hello, Rose.
Hi, Glory. Am I clear?
Hi, you're very clear. Good evening.
Oh,
How are you?
good evening. How are you doing?
Doing great. You're
All
welcome.
vented. You're all vented now.
Oh, yes. Look at my shoulders are now relaxed.
Okay.
I was really tense before, now I'm relaxed.
That's great. Well, receive your flowers and thanks. You do a great job. You've got talent
Thank
and keep
you.
it up.
Thank
So
you.
I'll just speak briefly. I wanted to just follow up. There was somebody who spoke earlier and he talked about the technical aspects of the
Yes.
show. So
Yes.
I don't know if you agree with me. I feel, on my part, I feel the balance of housemates was good because you had different types. You had relatives, you had a married couple, then somebody well-off family, somebody with not a lot of social. It was a good mix. But I feel production and maybe Biggie or maybe both failed to take control of the game because
I agree.
as there was some, it's a social experiment, and if you see some people are gaining more power, there's a way you control them. The Mbadiwe twins kind of took over Biggie's game, and these housemates were all smart, and there were many gamers there. And if production had noticed that and noticed these people were too alert, they would have changed kept changing strategies to keep confusing them and keeping them so that they are not able to predict everything. Then
I agree.
that is one thing I saw. And then the other thing, so production did not pay attention, and because power does not like a vacuum, Mbadiwe twins took over the show. And then the other thing I saw that I've always felt, even in all seasons, evictions starting in the first or second week is not enough for the most players to even land in and just showcase themselves. So I think maybe in future they need to raise more money to be able to keep the housemates in the house for 4 weeks and make it so challenging, even to the point of people earning points, so that can sort of get them into the finals, but just make it challenging so that by the time evictions are starting, we've seen everybody. Like it was sad when people like Ruthie and Chinwe got out of the game and they had game.
But can I ask you something to that effect, please?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So it's gonna be my opinion and the question at the same time. All right.
Okay.
So in a way, I think I kind of liked the way they carried out the first week eviction because don't you think that the housemates get too lax? Because if you notice, when the eviction happened, they were all shocked because they were so used to the first week being eviction free. So when it happened this time around, they were really shocked. And I liked it because if you notice, because they now see the pattern with the show, that in the first week, there's no eviction, so people can get to know each other better. You notice that they are all singing Kumbaya and they are very relaxed because they do not expect anybody to leave. So in a way, that first week, you don't really get a lot of action. What you get is, okay, we are still trying to get to know each other. Everybody is doing, oh my God, I love your perfume. Oh my God, I love your scent. People are hugging and smiling every time. And sometimes in that first week, people get so carried away, they get so comfortable, they think they're on vacation. So don't you think it's okay for that first week eviction to continue so that they know that their game has already begun right from the stage on the day of the launch show? So as they are entering the house, they are playing the game, because the thing is, you already went through that. They all say that they go through a lockdown of 2 weeks. I'm not really sure, because by the way, twins, apparently one of them said he was on vacation and he came after the vacation, he came straight to the house. So sometimes you are hearing mixed stories, right? But let's assume that they were on lockdown for 2 weeks. So that means that they were already in hibernation, preparing themselves to go into the house and play the game. It's like a warrior that is preparing for battle, right? So you're already preparing, your mind is all set, you've gone through your psychological readings and whatnot, gone through therapy, and boom, you enter the house from the stage. In fact, Ebuka is asking you, what is your strategy? Right from then, you're already playing your game and you're already capturing the minds of the viewers. Don't you think that is why the first week's eviction should carry on?
Actually, now that you put it that way, I agree. Maybe then what they should do is make it less predictive. Okay, first week is okay when they come in, but also not. These housemates, it's like they were predicting everything that Biggie was going to do. They seemed to know too much. So what a production would have done since they were listening in, confuse them. Be on top of the game even more than the gamers themselves, because it looks like the gamers took over Biggie's game. So they should have been there, confuse them, and scatter the power play by the Mbadiwe twins, scatter it. And even like what you're saying, if they had mixed them up after breaking them up, paired them randomly, and even sometimes I feel sometimes they should even scatter sleeping arrangements. Tell them, come out of your beds, pick a ballot and proceed to the bed that is numbered. And you see, that way you confuse people and alliances cannot easily form. And by the time it comes to even evictions, everybody is on guard. They don't know who is who to trust. So I think that's all I can say. The production didn't control the game.
Okay. And I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. I felt like there were numerous opportunities for production to leverage on the loopholes in the game, in the house, to spice things up. And they just did not latch onto it. They let a lot of things slide.
True.
They missed a lot of opportunities, whether it was intentional or not. They missed out on a lot of opportunities. It was sad. Come on. It was sad. Anyway, thank you very much.
Yeah, but overall, I'm glad Kellyrae won. That was excellent. I'm only sad Victoria did not beat Onyeka. I wanted Victoria to beat Onyeka just because of whatever was going on between them. That's all.
I guess
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you. Okay, let's speak with Akosua. Hello.
Hey, hi. Good day.
Hi.
I hope
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. I guess you have returned to your normal sleeping pattern now, because it may seem as though like you're always here and like you're just give us the tea and whatnot. Yeah.
It's gonna take me 2 more weeks because I'm already suffering from insomnia. So it's gonna take me 2 more weeks.
I get it. But thank you very much. I mean, it's like another year. We've ended another year. Like I've been on this channel for like God knows how long. So like yeah, I really know what happens usually after every like big brother. However, what I would want to like touch base on, not necessarily about Onyeka and her shenanigans and whatnot, but like what I would want to touch base on is mainly about the marketing of Big Brother. I think it's high time they sit down and re-strategize if they are going to do it next year. There's a lot of like loopholes that we saw in terms of the marketing. I happen to have worked in an editorial agency before, and before a brand would want to work or would want to be like a sponsor on a big show like this, there has to be like a trend. So I know that you came last 4 years, there was success, and I know that if I'm able to have like my brand on the show, the visibility, the talk, the awareness about it will help me, and it will help me to be able to get my return on investment. But if it happens that I realize I'm losing money, every brand sponsors because of profits. Let's not get it wrong. Whatever they do is because of profit. So if at the end of the day you are trying to sort of not, it's like I'm a brand. Guinness is sponsoring every single year. I'm a brand and I come and it's like, okay, I got a lot of money last year, and that would actually determine my decision to whether to sponsor or not next year. And I come and it's like the show, I don't really see any return on investment, then there's no need to sponsor. And that's one thing I realized that happened with Big Brother Africa. That is why till date we are not seeing whether they even want to come back with Big Brother Africa, because there was a time that there was like no sponsorship. So, and this is a very costly show because you are accommodating about 28 adults who eat a lot from different backgrounds. You don't know how they eat, like in terms of taking care of them. There's a lot of things that or into planning of this reality TV shows. So I think that for once, like there's a lot of work that the marketing department
Yeah.
needs to do moving forward. That's if they want to have season 10 next year. And there are a lot of like strategies that they need to put in place. There are a lot of then there's a lot of strategy in terms of housemate selection, in terms of how the show should pan out, in terms of doing a more of like a SWOT analysis. Okay, if we do the strategy, is it gonna work? Is it a weakness? Is there a strength or whatnot? Before they even come out, you just want to stand up and like start putting out, oh, okay, we are having a dynamic duo season. I was looking forward to the season. Trust you, I was really, because it's something new. I mean, we had a dynamic something in, I think, BB Titans, but it wasn't as compared to this. But like for this, it was something new that I was really looking for. And I saw it to be something like new because we've had like 8 seasons running and it's like been the whole same thing apart from the All-Star season. But like I was really looking forward to having like a very, I don't know, out of the blue season, but like I don't know how the season panned out. I don't know whether it's a selection of the housemates or is the strategies that played out during the season or is the whole planning of the show. I just don't know who to blame. But personally, I think that it was a flop. To be honest, I don't care whatever anybody wants to say. I mean, some housemates just stand out for me, no two ways about it. I like that some housemates were actually able to come on stage and tell us that I am come to play the strategy. They went ahead and they did it. Onyeka, for sure, it might have been in her favor. She got to the third place. I'm not mad at it. Not at all. Kellyrae came, they didn't shoot, like they had a strategy of keeping their marriage mute. They were able to do it. So they got to the final stage. It led them in possibly like they didn't lose guard, if I should say. Like I mean, we saw strategies panning out, but some people are, of course, we will always have the people who come and tell I'm bringing fire, but they'll
Yeah.
come and sleep. So I think going forward, I think that they just need to like sort of like sit down and re-strategize the whole show about what they are going to do next, because like they didn't even have it as an awards this thing ceremony. It was too, I don't know. So I feel like Big Brother is like, you guys should just get out. Like everybody should just go to their homes. Just come and carry your car, come and carry your money and get out. Like let's just show. Like I'm tired of all of you. Because I feel like the sponsors will be very angry, and like if there's any insider or someone who works at multi-choice, I feel like it's highly possible that some of the sponsors might not return next year, because way back in the agency I used to work, if we see that a show is not helping us, we pull out our money from it, because these sponsors give out a lot of money and they're expecting to see return on investment. So if I'm not seeing that, then there's no need coming. That's all I have to
Sure.
say. And thank you very much. And
Thank you. Thank you so much, Akosua. Thank you so much. And to be very honest, the the failure of this season, and by failure I mean that buzz, that excitement, yeah. So the failure of this season, it stems from a lot of places, but we will always have to take it from the top, production. A lot of people complained about the selection of housemates in terms of how connected they were on the outside, them knowing people in production even. And the annoying part is how they could not even keep their mouth shut about it. It's like somebody gave you a slot to participate on a very sought after platform. And then you get in there. Instead of you to use your common sense, use discretion, keep your mouth shut. You don't have to discuss it. You don't have to let people know that you even know Big Brother himself. Kidoya made that mistake during the lockdown season. Oh, I know Big Brother. Oh, I know the owner of Multi Choice. Just keep your mouth shut, because you went in there to play a game. Keep your mouth shut. So the fact that we're flaunting it, all those many things. Just, anyways, I hope they've learned and they do better next time. All right. We'll speak with Elizabeth and then we'll speak with Dave on Twitter, and that will be that for tonight. Hello, Elizabeth.
Hi,
Hello.
Glory. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, I can hear you. Good evening. You're welcome. How are you?
Good evening. I'm good, and you? Wow.
Doing good.
Finally,
I'm doing.
I get to be here today.
You're welcome. You're especially
Anyway,
welcome.
I would say this is my first time of watching Big Brother.
Oh,
As in, I've never had any interest whatsoever in watching Big Brother. I usually watch Big Brother from the streets, from what people say, and those frolicking around and all of those sheep things just turn me on. So when I start hearing things like the money is married, the money is so it kind of drew me to the program. And I think I
Yeah.
start watching from week 5. That's week the Zinwe pair left.
Oh, wow. You missed. Oh, you missed.
And I really did not miss because I was fortunate enough to come across you and I got
Oh,
all the gist and the details from your
wow.
videos. I downloaded
Wow.
them one after the other and I catch up.
Wow.
Yes, I do.
Wow. That was
I
a
did.
lot.
Yes, it was a lot, but I did. I did because I really want to get the gist. I want to know what it was like, as in the weeks that I have
Wow.
lost, and I was able to come, like, really get what I want to get. So the first person that
Wow.
caught
Thank
my
you.
attention, from the street, I've been hearing the double K. Even when I start
Yeah.
watching, it took me a while to recognize them. I didn't recognize them. Like most times, I used to think Victoria is the wife, Cassia is the friend. It took me a while to be able to differentiate them because of how close
Mm.
those ladies were and how they were always together. So I saw Sean and Wani ship, and I was so disgusted by the way Sean treated that young lady. As a
Mm.
mother of 5 girls, like,
Oh,
well,
wow.
can somebody do my daughter this? No, 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 no,
Mm.
no, no. So, and I find out Sean was actually from my hometown. I was like,
Ah.
no, the men from my town are not like this. No, no,
Hey.
no, no. I have 6 brothers and I know how they behave. They are all married. I'm the last of the family, so we are all grown up. I know how they. No, I said
Mm.
no. What is this? So I was turned on, even though I so much love the energy of that young lady. I so
Yeah.
much love her energy and that of her twin sister. But anytime
Yeah.
she is always around that guy, so that turned me on. But because I'm not
Mm.
a vindictive person, I'm not the kind to hate. My motherly instincts always like guide me whenever I'm doing things and making
Yeah.
decisions. So I was always looking for excuse and reason not to start hating on any of the housemates. And if
Yeah.
you will ask me, each and every of the housemates were unique in their own sense. I saw how much Suj grew over time. That young
Mm.
man that never laughs. I will always call Tofa my son because I have a daughter of his age. I don't have a son. I have a daughter
Mm.
of his age, and the boy is so fine, the way he carry himself, you know. And I will see Anita disturbing him, and I will like, Anita, stop disturbing my son. What are you doing to my son?
I can
And
imagine.
he will be
Anita
like,
was a handful.
she really was it. But I still love her though, because she was so beautiful. She was with those legs. The way she carry herself, her wigs, the kind of clothing. I'm a fashionable person. So you see these
Mm.
3 ladies, Victoria, Nelly, and Anita, I never wanted them to leave because I just need
Mm.
those good clothes and all those things they wear. I just want them to be gracing my screen all through. Even when people keep asking, what is Nelly and Anita still doing there? I say, no, they are there to show me how fashionable they are. So let me just
Mm.
keep looking at the fashion side of them. When it now comes to Onyeka, that babe, wow. Onyeka is a whole lot. I kind of like Onyeka because she is a dreamer. She cook up a whole story in her head. She 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 has so many things cook up in her head, which is actually to me is good. Let me give you an instance. I put at Onyeka. Onyeka is like that young lady Cinderella who is sitting at one spot and looking forward to that Prince Charming that will come and build her a castle, live in a mansion, have so many maids and everything. That was from the angle I saw Onyeka. But it kind of turned me off when all of these things you cook in your head and you see another housemate kind of living that kind of life and you become vindictive. No. So it's like, this is the thing I wish I get. Then somebody else is getting it. Instead of me
Mm.
to rejoice with the person, I start being angry, being malicious, just trying to do everything.
Yeah.
So if it is in a real life, how will God answer my prayer when I cannot rejoice with other people? Shall we say we rise by lifting order? No.
Mm-hmm.
Onyeka rose by bringing order down, by talking down on order and all of the rest. So when I saw one day on the internet, somebody said, Onyeka has one time told Big Brother that Kellyrae is a kind of man. I now say, oh, why will you not hate Cassia? Even not knowing that Cassia is the wife. So what I saw in that is that if this lady were not here, the possibility of me getting this guy is high. But because this lady is here, even though they say they are friends, I think they are a thing, or probably Kelly will not want to come with me because he might want to have a thing with her outside, and he might not want Cassia to start referring to the fact that, oh, after all of those things you did with Onyeka, you think I will say yes to you, all of those stuff. So I can understand. For me, I see that was the reason Cassia was Onyeka main target. Like Cassia and Victoria became a air she breathed. Now the Agbayas in the house, the Mbadiwe twins, that is another target for her. And a woman knows when the man you like is liking somebody else. We are women. You take it or take it. Yes, you know when the man you really like is also liking somebody else, showing interest beyond platonic level, like Ozzy we always claim. But if you will ask me, if Victoria have anything with Ozzy beyond friendship, she fell my hand. Because Victoria does not need, because I could remember when Cassia have asked her that, I think the reason you're cool with Ozzy is because of your business. And she said no. She said no. So I applaud her. I applaud her that, yes, that is it. No, this lady, she's a business lady. She's working. She knows how to make her money. So if she have been making money all this while without Ozzy, I don't see any reason why she should need Ozzy now like that. Why Ozzy should be the one to take her to the promised land, so to say. Because she's on the show to showcase herself, to make people see her. And Victoria is that kind of a lady that does not really need to do much for people to like her. I was attracted to her because she was beautiful. You know, that beauty will always want to make me, that's a calm way, probably because I'm not a calm person. So when I see those that are so calm, they take their time in doing things, I keep asking myself, when will I be like this? I say, oh, it's all gone. I'm overgrown now. I can't go back to that. So she does not need to do all of that. For me, the whole of the housemates were unique in their own way. But I was so joyful that our husband got the money. Like the building almost came down. Like I was screaming, shouting, like, our husband has got the money, our husband. So I was very happy. For somebody like me that has never had anything to do with Big Brother, then collecting all of my neighbors' phones, gathering all of their high CU numbers and start voting for Kellyrae.
Wow. That was
And at a point,
serious.
one of my neighbor, when I went to her, she said, please, how much are they paying you? I said, no, I just want my son-in-law to win. Because Cassia's wife, Kellyrae's wife, Cassia, happened to be the same age with my niece, my mom's first grandchild. So I was like, oh, Cassia is what, because of Cassia, I become an aunt for the first time in my life. So I kept putting Cassia in the position of that's my niece. I said, no, he is my in-law. Because Cassia and my niece are of the same, born in the same year, even if not the same month. They were like just 2 months apart. So I kept seeing my niece in Cassia, and I love that lady's character. I love the way she carried herself. I love how expressive, how creative, most especially her laughter. That laughter is a laughter that can kill at any point in time.
It's a dangerous one.
So anytime I just want to see both of them. But in all the housemates were unique in their own sense. At a point, I was praying for Sean to be evicted. I was praying for Sean to be evicted so that Wani can play her game. so that Wani can be seen. And the 2 weeks Sean was not around, people can plainly see how sweet of a girl Wani is.
Mm-hmm.
How sweet of a girl Wani is. A sweet girl. I also have a niece that is around that age. You get? So I can see,
Mm-hmm.
everybody could see what I'm seeing. I just, like people will say on the internet, the money must be decent. Wani, I have nothing against Wani, not at all. I love her energy. It pissed me off most of the time, especially during her speech when she was talking about Sean. All of those attributes, I was like, how, when,
How?
how was Sean this? How was Sean that? How, like, no.
Exactly.
In
How?
my mind, I'm like, this should just be a game. Oh. This should just be a game. It should just be. But the kind of person I see Wani to, I don't think this can just be a game. That is how she really felt. Can we blame her? No. But I am believing and hoping that when she comes out and starts seeing clips, starts seeing how then she can adjust. Because I listened to Sean's friend, what's that guy's name?
Checks.
Checks. Yes, one of the time they were four, like a lady among them, then three of them. When they were speaking, she said when he came out and watched himself on the clips, he told himself that no, if I were outside, I would hate me. So I want to believe that Wani will also have that kind of realization that what have I done? And I listened to one time you analyze how much her sister was telling her that this guy is toxic for you and all of this. And probably because she have been so starved for the past 4 years, not in any relationship. She just sees Sean as, but this guy is not contributing anything. He's even bringing you down. He's not allowing you to play your game. He's restricting you in the
Exactly.
party. You are there with only him. All he could do is smack your bum, of saliva to saliva, and all of those stuff. It's, to me, it was not needed at all. I
True.
also want to say about Onyeka. I don't know if anybody sees the past, but I have not seen anybody mention it. Onyeka is, to me, she did not even honor her mom. How do I mean?
How?
Onyeka starts, we always say she was deprived of love when her father died, this and this, but she never gave any accolades to the efforts her mom took in training them up even after they lost their dad. Look at her situation and Kellyrae. Kellyrae lost his father when he was 2 weeks old. Just 2 weeks. But Onyeka can still say some things about her father. She got to know her father and all of that. And she still have her mother till date. But Kellyrae is an orphan who almost ended up in an orphanage. So that is why you see individual personalities. Even at that, Kellyrae only said, because of what happened to his dad, it took him time to start trusting people. But you would hear Onyeka always breaking, how she's looking for love. She never had a fatherly love. She never. Me that I am talking, I lost my father before I was age 6. Before I was age 6, but I appreciate how much my mom and all of the efforts, and I would never mention that I was starved of love or fatherly love. Probably because I have elder brothers that play in those roles, that walk in those shoes. Maybe. But Onyeka did not even give any accolade to her mom. She did not
I
appreciate
see
her
what you
mom
mean.
at any point in time. Like,
Yeah.
that was too much on the national TV, and she kept on and on. And I don't know why nobody is seeing it from that angle. Probably because I am a mother. Then my daughter is always saying because she lost her dad at the early age, she missed love. Then that means I have not done anything, not done that. I have failed as a mother, if I can use that word. So Onyeka make her mom, to my hearings, seems like a failure. That is what I could take. She make her
Yeah,
mom be like a
Chizoba
failure.
even mentioned it one time when they had issues. She was explaining to was it Ozzy or OC that Onyeka mentioned that the mother does not like her, that why will Onyeka throw her family under the bus? For me, when she said that, I didn't want to dig too deep into it, because hey, well, she's playing a game, so we don't know if she's literally using, the traumatic experience from losing her dad, to as a game. I don't know, but I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. But I see where you're coming from.
No, you don't play a game like that. You don't
Yeah.
play a game. You don't play such a game. Now she's the top three. Onyeka never mentioned anything like knowing anything to do about her, only for her to come to the stage and say she wants to start selling dandruff creams. Who does that? Who does that if not for Bonge Onyeka? It just have to be, that was the highlight was no longer needed. The highlight at that point, what are you highlighting? The game is over, the show is over. You already know your space. Those two people that are remaining, you don't know who is going to be first among them. Even if it is Wani will not share her wins with you because she already have her inner people. That is Sean and her sister, her twin sister. So what are you? Those are, those thoughts. All right. So that is just what I got to say about it. In a nutshell, I really enjoyed Big Brother season 9, no lose guard, but I still do not understand why people say the show is boring. I still do not understand, probably because I've not been watching before. To me, I love what I saw on my screen and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And thank you, Gloria. Thank you so very much for all the highlights. If not for you, I wouldn't have known what has been happening. Thank you for always dropping all of those highlights. I give you your flowers, girl. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. God bless you. Thank you so, so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to go now. We have to go, all right? I did not intend for us to stay here longer than, 3 hours. And I think we've actually done more than that. But really, I want to thank all of you for your time, for your contribution, for your commitment, for your engagement of my content. Thank you all so much. I mean, guys, you have no idea how much I appreciate all of you. You guys are telling me, oh, Glory, thank you for dropping the content. Thank you for giving us the information. But I am more grateful because, frankly speaking, community is not complete without your engagement. It's not complete without you guys doing what you do. And so I am more grateful. I am more grateful. Thank you all so much. I do not take your contributions for granted. I do not take your commitment and even your support. I do not take it for granted. I am grateful. I hear all of these amazing things people say to me about me. It is really heartwarming and it encourages me to do more, to do better. Thank you all so much. I am grateful. For today's conversation, I mean, this is a Monday evening, but you guys still made out time to join the conversation. This is the start of a new week. And yes, a work day of the week, but you guys still made out time to join. I am grateful. Thank you all so much. When you two call people to gather on your behalf and for your sake, people will gather just as you call them. Thank you all so much. I am grateful. And my gratitude will never be complete if I do not extend it to the silent viewers and the silent listeners. Thank you all so much. Even if you don't vocalize your thoughts or vocalize your contributions, the fact that you share them in the comment section or even just being an audience, I am grateful because it still adds to the numbers. So thank you all so much. I am grateful. I am grateful. And thank you all so much for being very open-minded this season. This season was kind of hectic, but I noticed that there was zero to no toxicity in this community. You guys were really open-minded this season. It goes to show the level of maturity that we have attained here. It also goes to show the level of emotional intelligence that we have attained here. The fact that we were able to recognize the game in the show. The fact that we're able to see these housemates as competitors, as players, and not get overly sentimental about unnecessary things. The fact that we did not unnecessarily bicker over issues as fanatics would do, guys, personally, that is my highlight for this season. And so I am grateful. Thank you all so much for contributing to making this community a safe space for expression, a safe space for every single person that has come here to share, to feel comfortable enough to want to contribute. We have grown a lot, we've come a long way, and I am grateful for it. I do not take it for granted. That growth is a testament of how far we've come and where we are headed. And guys, as you guys are praying for me and extending your appreciation to me, I return it back to all of you, because you guys are the realest MVPs. To the OGs, to those of you that are newly subscribed, you guys are simply amazing. And here is D, who is saying, please drop videos on emotional intelligence and awareness. Thank you so much for your token, D. It is very much appreciated. God bless you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so, so much. Oh my God. If I could tell you thank you in my dialect, I would do that right now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. I am grateful. And as I told you all, I'm still going to try to be dropping videos from time to time, although I want to rest, right? So my videos might not be as consistent as I would normally upload them. Normally I would do them every day, multiple times. But for the rest of this week, I'm going to try as much as possible to just drop videos, just as I can, all right, because I really want to try and rest as well. What else? Yes, I am trying to have a conversation with some of the housemates. Yes. So I don't have anybody yet that I have reached out to, but I am going to reach out to them from tomorrow. And I really do hope that they accept, that they oblige my request to have them here for conversations. So, however it goes, I will announce. All right. However it goes, I am really looking forward to having a conversation with any of them this week, Saturday. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, if it works, if they accept, then I will make an announcement of it and I will let you all know about it. All right. So let's just keep our fingers crossed and see how it goes. All right. I'm really do hoping that it works out. I really do hope that it works out. All right. But yeah, that is all, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, one more thing. One more thing, as we, but I will say it. Guys, this is me announcing my second YouTube channel to all of you. It's called Simply Glory Elijah. All right. Over there, I do not necessarily do analysis. All right. I just share a different version of my life. All right. So if you're interested in that kind of content, go ahead and subscribe and check it out. It's called Simply Glory Elijah. That's what it is. Simply Glory Elijah. All right. So go ahead and also subscribe. We're having fun over there. All right. Never a dull moment over there. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I have shared my thoughts, and this is officially the end of the Big Brother Naija Season 9 analysis with Frankly Speaking with Glory Elijah. Any other video I put up after now, it's going to be a video on my post-show analysis, all right? It's going to be my analysis about how the show panned out, about what and what I observed, about what and what. So you're going to be seeing those random videos, all right? So yeah, do not take it personal. It's just us, reflecting on the season that was. All right. So I would urge you all to look out for those videos and also engage those videos. All right. Because my videos are never complete without your contributions. So please, when you see those videos, please engage. All right. And I also want to give a special appreciation to some people. Honorable mentions. If I do not mention your name, please do not take it personal. Maybe I do not remember, but these sort of people I want to appreciate. These are people that, whether there's a Big Brother show going on or not, they are always here. They are like a constant in this community. First on my list is there's Latricia, there's Dupe Umiwade, there's David, there's AB. AB doesn't necessarily vocalize her thoughts, but she's always in the comment section. There's Jay Fansworth, there's Mina, there's Amy J, there's Mabato, there's who again? The there's Loambo, right? Now, some of these people, they joined us from the start of the season, but I guess because of work and probably other personal obligations in their life, they had to take a step back. I don't know, but these are people that really, they're just there. You know, those people that whatever step you take, they're just there. They are there all the way. I am grateful. Oh, there's also beloved Bella. There's beloved Bella. There is Amy Obenson. There is Mr. A. Thank you so much, Great. There is Mr. A. And there's also you, Great. There's Aiden. There's Aiden. There is Timothy. I'll never forget Timothy. There's Timothy. There's Chikoze Destiny. There's who again? There's Fortune. How can I forget Fortune? For what? There's Fortune. There's Zamio. Zamio doesn't necessarily vocalize her thoughts, but she's always there in the comment section. There's Enchanted. There's Enchanted. Enchanted. God bless you. There's Enchanted. There is Terry Energy. Terry Energy is a constant, always in the comment section, keeping the comment section alive and busy. Thank you so much. I am grateful. Who else? I'm trying to see. There is Shirley. Yes, there's Shirley. There is oh my goodness. There is P. Thank you so much. Yes, there is Mina. I mentioned Mina. Mina is always there. There is Victory Upong. There is Ini Sadiq. Yes, I'm glad I'm remembering their names. Yes, I mentioned Terry Energy. There's Victory Upong. These are people that if they are not sharing or vocalizing, they are in the comment section. They are always very active. There's Oma J. There's Oma J. There is Daisy. There's Daisy. Victoria. Yes, there's you, Victoria. Yes. Oh my God. You guys are simply amazing. In fact, every single one of you, these people I mentioned, the reason why I can remember their names is because whether there's a Big Brother show happening or not, they join my conversations. They always join. They always engage my content. Oh, yes, Yolanda, yes. So, I mean, come on, guys. It is always very heartwarming. Oh, there's Mariam. Oh, is it Mariam? Oh, there's Mariam. There's Mariam. There's Mariam. Christian Miracle said me too. No, but really, you guys are simply amazing. And I am grateful, guys. You have no idea. I am grateful. We've come a long way. When I say we've come a long way, the OGs know what I mean. We've come a long way. I remember back in the day when we started, and I'll put out a video and I get only 50 views. I get only 10 views. The day I will see 100 views, I'm literally doing praise and worship in my apartment. I'm literally excited, you know, and I'm always begging people to please watch my videos. I'm always begging people to like my videos. I'm always begging people. But now I don't even have to beg. Okay, I still beg, Shao. Hey. We've not grown beyond begging. I still beg. I still beg you guys to subscribe. I still beg you people to like. But you people just come by yourself. You engage by yourself. And guys, see, that's a big flex. Well, if I carry my shoulder up, it's because of that. The fact that you guys now by yourself. Oh, there's Ishmael Cow. I just saw Ishmael Cow in the comment section. There's Ishmael Cow. There's also Tammy. Oh, there's Ezra Main Sarah. There's Ezra. Ezra is an OG. Ladies and gentlemen, you have no idea. You have no idea how much you people have impacted in my life. Oh, Sekai is also Fortune. Yes, you guys have no idea how much you've impacted in my life, how much you've contributed to my growth, my journey in this work that I do. and I do not take it for granted. Never. I do not take it for granted. I am grateful. Thank you all so much. Ha! Thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How else can I appreciate you? Thank you. You guys have no idea. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you. The way you carry my channel on my head, on your head, that is how the world will carry your case on their head. When you need the world will show up for you the way you show up for me. Thank you all so much. I am grateful. I am grateful. Thank you. Thank you. And that is all. Oh, look, there is someone else that just dropped a token. This is Irene. Irene, thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you. I am grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Before I use thank you to finish all of you, let me let you go and rest. You guys have been amazing today, as always. Don't forget, Saturday, 3 p.m. WAT, we're converging here again for our YouTube live conversation. Hopefully, before Saturday, we get a housemate, and I will announce if that is the case. If that is not the case, well, it doesn't stop our conversations. We will still proceed with our conversations, all right? And that is all for this particular episode of Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah. Thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening and have a fantastic evening, an amazing new week. Bye.